Hello and welcome to Monday Musings. Today we are joined by Tobias. We've got his lovely American Civil War force that he's been absolutely hammering through over the last couple of months, so we thought it'd be rude not to invite him on. Marcus is currently behind the camera, handling all that sort of thing. Today I will be taking the Confederacy. This is my first ever game of Black Powder. I've played some of the other mass battle systems, but I'm really looking forward to this one. Tobias, if you want to say hello to the folks, you want to stand like roughly here?
I will. We'll trade places. Hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm Tobias. So this is my Civil War, well, 2 Civil War armies so far. So I've really tried to get a lot more onto the board today, but there's still quite a bit here. It's quite a small board, so we're going to have a lot going on, and we're going to be quite close. There's a lot of hammering. I'm also wearing Marcus's Northern kepi, so I'm getting into the vibes of it today. And let's see if we can destroy each other on the field.
Yeah,
let's have a bit of fun.
This might be worryingly quick.
Oh yeah, Max is going for the record whether he can beat how quickly he beat me with how quickly Tobias beats him. And hello to everyone in the chat, Sir Wyomace, to Comradson, to Amish Stig, to Haggard. Haggard says, yeah, this battlefield looks familiar. Didn't a great battle take place there in Roman Britain? It's funny, I think Haggard armies will naturally gravitate towards certain familiar landmarks.
It's the heart-shaped hills.
Yeah, it's the battle of the heart-shaped hills.
There you go.
Somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Right, there we go. Whoop.
So,
yeah, that works. Yeah, because that's not my unit. I was thinking, I've got too many guys. They're yours. So, we'd normally roll off the table sides, but no. we have decided.
With COVID, yeah.
So is it 4+ for whole army, or is it 1 and then 1 and 1 and 1?
To be honest, this is something I don't always go into, because I kind of just...
Should we just 4+ it and drop it?
Yeah, let's have a bit of fun with it.
I don't think we're going to get too tactical, so I got a 2.
I think we want to get on with it. I got a 6. So I will let you... I'll let you just put everything on the table. And that's the thing, it's black powder. There are times where you can just go, oh, let's just do it like this. And it is very much that style.
It's a much more relaxed game.
Yes.
I think while Max is deploying, let's get a little bit of camera action going. I do apologise if I'm wonky on the camera. It's my first time, be gentle. But let's have a look at some of the bad dudes that will be making up Tobias's union.
So I can go through each unit if you choose, and pretty similar with Max's as well.
Yeah, so Tobias, what we can see here is obviously these 3 regiments. So who have we got in the front?
Okay, so when I say this isn't a historically accurate brigade, that would be correct, because this is more for having lots of fancy colours and brigades units when I come to this. So this is in fact the 10th Indiana, the one at the front that I'm pointing to now, if the camera can see it.
Yep, that's picking up fine.
The one behind it is, a minute, I can't always tell by the flags, but it's on the bottom. So the 5th New Jersey Volunteers.
And in the back.
In the back, funny enough, it's the 7th New Jersey Volunteers. So they've got very similar flags.
And we've got some artillery behind them.
Yep.
Just down there. So one of the joys of epic battle scale is, we're very used to, showing models on camera in 28mm. Mm-hmm. Obviously, when they're this small, not amazingly easy to get them to pick up on camera without getting the telephoto lens in and trying to do some big dynamic zoomed-in flyby. But Max has got a really nice battle line going, so let's see if we can get a look at that. A little bit of a longer distance.
Right, so I'm going to cheat. I'm going to move this tree back just a tiny bit, just so I don't lose the cavalry in there.
Go for it. So I was thinking, I don't know whether that's going to cause you a bit of problems, but we won't worry too much about that, as this is a teaching game for you more than anything else. So I want to see these models in action.
So we've got Lee here as well, specifically, so I'm going to put Lee just behind the lines.
Sure. You've got 2 brigade commanders, so there's your other one. I'll get it there for you.
He's going to go right at the front. About there. No, that works for me. I'm happy with that.
So that's a pretty solid gun line you've got there, Max.
It's going to go that way. That's my plan.
Would you like me to point out?
Oh God, let's go down.
You've got some interesting ones.
A little bit difficult to see. I'll try and get the camera in a little bit more. Max, if you want to
so we'll swap round.
Yep.
So on this flank we've got some cavalry. Now this isn't the standard warlord cavalry. This is actually my conversions to bushwhacker cavalry. It is made up of I think. Well, it's 10 men so far, so it's a smaller unit for just the size game you're playing on a smaller table.
Mark, you'll get a better camera if you put it flat.
Yep. There we go. Now, try not to move around too much for you. But what these are made up of is mostly the brigade commanders from the starter set, with a little bit of chopping and changing, so cutting off the sabres, adding some pistols, a little bit of colour here and there, and then also some of the standard bearers that you got with sort of Meade and Lee. And then if we move over, I've kind of got a generic unit, I believe, from Alabama. And then we've got a generic, I say generic, simply because I don't have, I've not gone into too much detail with the Confederates. I've gone, in some ways there's more units named, and the flags are a little bit more specific with the Northern Army.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't love the Confederates. I think they look beautiful and they're really fun to paint. So when I say the word generic, that's sort of what I mean. So we've got, as I said, Alabama. We've got one from Georgia, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong as well. I've got no issue with that. Here we've got one with the Bonnie Blue flag, actually, and I believe the other ones with the third battle flag, third iteration of the battle flag. So it's Bonnie Blue flag with a unit from South Carolina.
Nice.
There is actually a bit of a theme with the South Carolina going down here. So here we actually have the Charleston Zouaves, but they're painted from the models I've used as the standard models, and then painted them from the Charleston Zouaves, just with a little bit of research, mostly on Google and Wikipedia. Sometimes it's wrong, and I have been caught out a few times with it.
We've all been there.
Definitely. So that's Charleston Zouaves. And on the end, we actually do have the new Zouave unit, and that is, I've painted them up as Hampton Legion. Now, when I say I painted them up as Hampton Legion, that's what I found online, and also in the game of War of Rights as well. They're represented in, I can't remember which cornfield it was, but it was in the Battle of Antietam.
I keep meaning to play War of Rights.
It's a fantastic game. It kept me going playing this for the last 3 months.
Seems like the old Mount and Blade Napoleonic mod servers, but done for American Civil War with a budget.
Oh, it was just something I would do at the end of the day, and it sometimes till midnight. My girlfriend would hear me yip yip in the downstairs, neighbours, what the hell is going on? So it's something to help with that. And in some ways, the uniforms aren't always going to be accurate. I mean, actually, I was wrong. If we come back, I actually represented these ones as the Clinch Rifles, which are the 5th Alabama, I believe. But when I say Clinch Rifles, the Clinch Rifles were just more of a company rather than the entire unit. So actually, I've represented the entire unit with their uniforms. So it's actually inaccurate, but I thought they looked cool.
Oh, it's enough, and it's a good excuse to get something good on the board.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
sorry to go into too much detail, but
detail's good, especially at this scale. It's
something I love. I've got into with this, definitely.
I think something that can worry a lot of people at this scale actually is that I'm used to painting in 28mm. I'm used to modelling in 28mm. People can often think, smaller scales, there's less detail. But, if you look at the detail that Tobias has been able to go into with all of these, even given the scale.
Canones. It's almost weird playing this game, because I think, other than a couple vehicle-specific games, I've literally only ever played 28s.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going a little bit sight-blind for distances. I'm like, they'll be in range. I'm like, I don't think they will, actually. You'll need to move the guns a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to have to leave the hills, which I'm not sure how I feel about this.
So 30th PA, which I believe is 30th Pennsylvania, says Miller's Cornfield, Tobias.
That's the one, thank you so much. As soon as you said it, I've remembered now.
And Bulldozer BM2, Clinch Rifles with Georgians, which, yeah.
Oh,
that was,
did I say Alabama?
Yeah, it was one because you've got an Alabama and a Georgian next to each other.
Yes, I have put the correct flag with it, thank you.
That's it, yeah. Spindle Shanks, this could be worse. You could be doing the Southern Scream at silly hours in the morning, which I think Max, if he wins, should treat us to a demonstration of the famed Rebel Yell.
No. Absolutely not.
And Mike, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Whether you are solid or liquid.
Ever a concern.
Always the biggest concern. Just jam me up here.
Spindle Shank,
that's standard with Lego. Does it take them?
So also the beautiful buildings were done by our fantastical chap from the store, Connor Hind.
Yes.
He painted them all today, actually. I sprayed them in my house the other day, but he's finished all the terrain and as well as the trees really, really quickly. So we have him to thank for all the goodies we've got on today with that.
Yeah.
So I've set up as well. I thought I'd make it
Yeah,
I'll
they're
make it
surprisingly
simple, nice
similar, but
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty battle-liney on both sides. I think, obviously, we'll mostly look at the top-down camera for now. But it is... that's a significant number of infantry and guns waiting to smash into each other there.
So we've actually got three units per brigade, 2 brigades a side, so 6 units a piece, and then 2 units of artillery. So I was going to say infantry units, but Max does have 1 unit of bushwhacker cavalry. So whacking them bushes. So yeah, this will be
I
awesome.
don't like how opposite they are to the cannons. I think that might be a bad day for them.
We will see.
Just got to get them in close.
So shall we roll to see who gets the first?
Yes.
As you do that, hello to Stumpy. Thank you for joining. All the regulars in
So
today.
you've got a
6.
6. So 2.
I think it'd be rude not to, really. Pretend handshake, of course.
Yes, of course. wherever the hand is. Yep.
Yeah, that just about captured.
I was very quick.
So, I think general advance, basically.
Good.
We're working in centimetres. I think we should explain. On the 4x4, we kind of wanted to show this idea of mass battles on a
Smaller table.
on a kitchen table. Yeah. So
This is a 4x4. This one, isn't it?
yeah, 4x4. So it's kind of the similar sort of thing you'd expect from most houses. Probably got something similar this kind of size, and this is not even the whole thing you get in the start box. To say nothing of the fact you've added cavalry, but I think we 2/3 of the start box.
And technically, those cavalry are actually from the box, and you could
They're
you
doable
could
from the
you
box.
do them from the box. You get so many of them that you could do that. It's a choice.
So I think we're going to start off on the Carolina side.
Yeah.
We're going to do a whole brigade order.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just full advance to the enemy.
Get them.
We won't get there this
Get
turn,
them
so I'm not going to get
Carolinas
fancy. So everyone's going in. We've got Lee right next to him if I need a reroll.
Jolly good.
That's a 4. That's everything.
So
isn't it?
I will say that we're going for all our commanders is staff rating of 8, just to keep it nice and simple. So that essentially means he gets 3 moves.
So I'm just going to
Because
do that in the full 36.
It's 8, so he needs an 8 or less.
Can I stop there?
Before, if you choose to,
Yeah.
I'm going to let you. Yeah,
I can't remember if you need to technically order that, but
no.
I like the things. Actually, it probably should have been advanced to the point, but that's fine.
And
We're learning.
early in the war, they thought they should fight wars as the and please correct me, guys, if I'm wrong with this. But early in the war, they thought they should fight wars like the Europeans
That's
did
one
Napoleonics,
hell of a jump.
and just be out in the open and fight. And then they realised there's a lot of cover around. There's trees, there's fences everywhere from livestock. Let's stay behind them, and then let's rest our rifles upon them and our muskets upon them, so that we can be more accurate and also be protected. And I don't blame them, which is why it's represented in the Glory Hallelujah book, as well as also the little pamphlet. Can you say booklet? Booklet. There we go. Not pamphlet. It's not like a few little
It's not
sides,
political.
and it isn't going to send you off to a nice spa.
No.
But instead, what you'll find in that is just a few modifiers to cover and a few things to make it very specific for the Civil War. Sorry,
It's a tiny little hop there for the artillery, but I know they're out of range, so
Yeah, I believe with
trundling along.
I believe with artillery you can sort of move once as if manhandling and shoot.
I think it's 6 inches or centimeters depending on your scale.
Yeah.
So, yikes! I don't like this. I need you to roll poorly next time because I think you might be about to get the first blood here.
Cool. So you've got the other brigade. If you'd like to do anything with individual units or the whole brigade,
I'm going to say advance to cover.
advance to
We've
cover.
got plenty of stuff here, so I'm thinking bounce around there, up to here and up to here.
Dangerously modern tactics there, Max.
Cover so you can see the enemy, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you have that one. So in Black Powder, you sort of need to give a little bit of detail about what you say. But it's a very friendly game. It just allows you to, I believe the term is frame your orders.
Okay.
If that helps.
Yes,
if it doesn't,
helps a lot.
if I'm just mumbling, that's fine.
That's kind of relevant, actually. Spindleshanks88 in the chat.
So we got 2 passes for this one, so I don't get to move quite as far.
Okey-doke.
So they're going to go like there. Goes there and then start the wheel.
Spindleshanks just said, obviously, as it's a learner game, they've got no idea what's going on. Will we be kind of explaining as we go along? I think, we're talking each other through
And please ask lots of questions.
Yes.
And we are happy to go to the book and stop and start for you and give you everything you guys want to know, because I understand sometimes trying to read a rule book isn't easy. One thing you will find about Black Powder is it's very modular, and that this isn't a full representation of what Black Powder is able to do.
These guys are
The American Civil War was very shooty. Very shooty.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully we'll be able to prove that in next turn. I'm liking where this is going.
We'll let Copses of Trees as if just give a little bit of cover, but you can run round because they're from a state where they.
I'm thinking they're the bushwhackers.
Yeah, they're good at running through trees.
I've got to get in there. So
there we go.
Guns just bouncing up, ready for helping out later.
Black Powder really is the most wonderful sandbox for stuff like this.
I think it is. Now I get to move general as well, don't I?
Yes, move generals.
So he's actually going to hop up to his commander.
They can move a fantastic distance, even with centimeters.
That was that's just over half what he can do. So
good.
He's properly bouncing. So that is turn 1.
There we go.
That's a hell of an advance, and I need some bad rolls from you. I think, or else I'm about to get some bloody noses.
Well, here we go. Let's give it a go. So, what am I going to do? Well, one thing I can see is there is a artillery piece very close to this unit here. So that's going to be joy of joys, I believe. So, what do we do?
It's looking good.
I think what I'm going to do with this brigade over here is just send them forward one move, so they can get as many units can get shots to the enemy essentially. So we'll need a bit less.
Advancing to a specific range, or
just advancing so I can advancing once. There we go. There we go. See, I need to learn something as well now.
30th PA said.
Okay, so I got a 10, so I failed. Now
is Mead close there? Though?
Mead is very close. Well, a few centimeters. So yeah, I think we'll.
He's within shouting distance.
Reroll.
Do better.
So we got an 8. So we get one move.
One.
So just.
Okay, yeah.
So is it equal or one below the staff rating? Then you get one move. So
just an advance. I kind of got saved a little bit there. Thank you, guys.
You said you needed the bad rolls.
So it was 12 inches / centimeters for one move.
Inchimeters.
And that ties in nicely. 30th PA asked, did you guys cut ranges for the scale difference?
Yes.
So these guys are playing in centimetres. 28mm Black Powder is played in inches. There are all sorts of different modifications you can do if you want to still use inches. In this case, the guys just thought, it's on a 4x4, nice and easy, centimetres.
I'd say if we were playing on the board that we normally play Black Powder on, we'd probably consider it, but obviously we've got limited filming space, we're trying to do something specific here. Because what I would say is my unit started roughly here.
Yeah.
If the 36-inch move I just rolled was a 36-inch as opposed to centimetres, I'd be in Tobias' back zone right now. And I'd walk through his units and probably got his hands hand in turn 1, which is not what we want. So, but you can basically mod it around, and obviously Black Powder's been like that from day one. It's
Black Powder was
very versatile system.
Designed actually to be played almost at any scale. I've seen people playing Black Powder in 3mm.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. I've also seen people playing Black Powder in 54mm. Which is bonkers, you know, using really nicely detailed model per company.
Yeah.
So, just an absolute sandbox.
So one thing obviously worth to mention is Max didn't do any shooting in that. He would have had his shooting there, but I believe when we looked at it in even from afar, I think the ranges were out because it's 18 inches / 18 centimetres for shooting. So I'm just going to measure so everyone can see what that sort of looks like in centimetres. It's not very far.
So I'm not in range to shoot you back yet.
So I think pretty much only one unit's in range at this moment in time. So there you go. So it's pretty short, but it's accurate to the scale, or at least reasonably accurate to the scale. So next one. So this is a real mixture of Marine Corps.
You got your Iron Brigade there.
So yeah, I've got 2nd Wisconsin there, and I've got the 54th Massachusetts as well.
Like I say, I'm really liking what you've actually done with the armies. They look beautiful.
Cheers, man. Like I said, it's not very. They're not accurate brigades. It's more for the colourful.
But the flavours, right?
The flavour, yeah. It's lots of flavour. So I'm trying to find whatever fanciful uniforms and units are out there.
More flavour than the crisp at the bottom of the bag.
Yes, yes. Right, so so what's this brigade going to do? I think what we're going to do is we're all going to advance as far as we're just past this hill in a nice long line.
Okay.
So all 3 units. So that means the unit at the back, which is the Marine Corps, could end up going a little bit further forward. The these ones are just going to, well, both the artillery pieces are staying where they are.
Still need to do them before you move on?
I believe artillery pieces can sort of sit there.
Okay.
But please correct me if I'm wrong, if I've made a mistake, that's fine. We all want to learn here as well, since I've not played Black Powder in a little while, but I do find this game really, really fun to just get on with. So we'll get on with it, and then if it's wrong, we'll change it as we go. No problem. Yeah. Cool. So we're going to advance. All the infantry in this brigade are going to advance a nice long line just past this heart-shaped hill. And we get one move. Fantastic. The dice roll is great. We've got 7 there.
Yeah, and Spindleshanks, yes, so exactly. You issue your orders like Tobias just did. He said he was going to move his brigade past the edge of the heart-shaped hill, and then he rolled a test against his command value. He didn't quite roll well enough, so he didn't get all the movement he needed. That is kind of the core system of the way that Black Powder works, is you are the general, you issue your orders, and then you roll some dice because it's a war game to see if your troops actually listen to you or whether they just kind of ignore you. Or, hopefully, we'll get a good blunder this battle. I do like a good blunder.
Yeah, I'm sure we will find one.
We'll make one if we have to.
We'll make one if we have to. Right. I'm going to see if there's any shooting to do. One thing I stupidly said is my infantry were going to go forward and not them, and I wish I had done them now, but never mind. We live and we learn.
Okay.
So, I think, let's have a look range-wise. So, it's 18 centimetres for
your normal dudes.
So, I think that these black chaps here, the Iron Brigade, are going to be able to shoot at this unit here with the Bamboo Fag. So, we'll give that a go. So, now, the stats in Black Powder are incredibly simple, and they tend to be quite universal across the board. There's a little bit of variation, a little bit of changes. You can add extra special rules for flavour. However, I think we just tried to keep it nice and simple, and every now and then we'll say a unit's got a smoothbore rather than a rifled musket.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm wrong. I'm incorrect. So a smoothbore is 18 inches. A rifled musket is 24. So actually, there's a lot more shooting that can be had.
Yes, of course.
So, but what I'll do is I'll just measure for 18 inches this time, 18 centimetres this time, because obviously you didn't get a chance to shoot, so I can't just go, oh my go, I remember the ranges are longer. So for this one, we'll say these guys have smooth bores, so if the enemy does get close, the special rule does mean I get an extra dice, which is pretty cool on closing fire and point blank range shooting. But for now, their shooting stat is 3, which means I get 3 dice. So it's not individual guys shooting, it's the unit bearing shots down on the enemy. So because we're on a nice long line with 3 shots down, and it's forced to hit. Now I roll a 2, a 5 and a 6.
Oh,
so
the 6 is important.
Yes, it is. Not only do I get 2 hits on the 5 and the 6, but the 6 also disorders the enemy unit. Now
so I'm going to do that first so we don't forget.
Yep, so we're going to put some cotton wool as the Perrys, John Stallard and
Rick
Priestley. I'm going to factually call him Ricky P. I'm sure he won't like that, so I'll call him Rick Priestley from now on. But
Mr. Priestley to you.
Mr. Priestley to me, indeed. So we'll use some smoke to represent disorder. Now, what Max will now... So what disorder essentially does... Sorry, I realised I was going on myself for that. Right. Is it means he cannot move in his next command phase. That unit can't.
Unless it's backwards.
Correct me if I'm wrong on that, please, guys, if there's some Black Powder aficionados out there. And it's a -1 for your shooting as well. So basically means it was a good volley coming down at you, and
they're a little bit pinned. They want to get their heads down. They want to go home.
Yes, and now you also have 2 morale saves to make.
Yes, so we checked this one in our little pre-game. That's 4+ for these guys. So not the best in the world, but there's a good chance they'll keep their heads here. I like to think. Not like that. So that's 2 fails. So that makes 2 pins.
So that is it's not pins. It's casualty markers.
Sorry,
but.
Sorry, too much bolt action.
Oh no, I can see is that. So we do have some casualty markers here, but I didn't have enough time to fully do them because I was really.
I imagine they're probably not showing up fantastic on screen anyway. So
it's this little dot.
But trust me, that's 2. They are gaming pieces. They're not for show. So those guys, I think they've been done in pretty good. Yes. The Iron Brigade saw them and went, well, you guys made a mistake, and then they're messed up.
And then we have a battery of, it's 3 cannons, but we're doing it as a 6-gun battery. So I will quickly have a little look.
They're at it.
And while you do that 30th PA, disordered retreating needs an enemy within 12 centimetres in this case.
Thank you so much.
Thank you 30th PA. Stumpy says, insert Simpsons monkey fight gif. I was actually thinking more Family Guy chicken fight.
I like that. That's really good. So, artillery is interesting to shoot because it has different ranges, which what it gives you is, so with a regular unit of artillery, we'll have 1 dice at long range, 2 dice at medium range, and 3 at short range. Now, this represents being close to the enemy, also using different ammunition, such as canister shot, grape shot if we go further in the past. Now, because we've got the 6 guns, now these are powerful. There's lots of them. So it's 1 dice at long range, 3 at medium, and 5 at close range. So we will see what the ranges are for smooth bore artillery. So we're going for the Napoleons, and I believe I've picked them suchly.
Nice and bronzy.
Yes.
Stick says, the chat's keeping you guys honest with the rules. Yeah, you should see us when we go to tournaments and you guys aren't there. We just cheat all of it.
I think it's one of those things where you play so many different games.
Oh,
you often you forget and remember certain rules, or indeed what happens is you just go, we'll just do these. And
it's like the times we've played Alessio at Bolt Action, and there's been that moment you've seen him gone, that's how the rule works. Wait, no, that's for Bolt Action version 1, or is it for another game that I wrote?
Well, as we just saw, pins. No, not. I play Bolt Action as my main game. Actually finished the Bolt Action squad.
Nice.
Some people might have seen it in the face, but my Soviet Airborne got finished as of yesterday. They're going up.
Tobias, a question for you.
Go for it.
The Good Herald suggested paint mixtures for non-white skin colour tones. So, for example, I know you've done some US colour troops.
Yes.
So, black folks, how do you paint them?
Put them in camera?
Yes, you can. I haven't highly highlighted them, so they are quite dark. So you might not be able to see them very accurately. So I apologise, but I used Citadel for this.
That's all right. All paints are acceptable on this stream.
I believe on this one I used. I believe it was Pete the Wargamer did a fantastic darker skin on it. Was the Excelsior War Priest from I can't remember the game. It was a board game from a few years back, and I've used that on Numidians. I've used the same on here, but I just took a step out. So what I used was from Citadel Rhinox hide. So it's like a strong reddy brown. Would that be?
Yeah, kind of umber.
Umber, yeah, but it's still very dark. And then what I then used to highlight it with was Mornfang brown. So like a much sort of like more mahogany, lighter, reddy brown.
So I was looking at. I was going to guess Doomball because that's quite reddy as well.
Yeah,
they're similar tones.
I mean, you could go as far as you like. I mean, I've gone quite dark there, but it's more brown than I would say black.
Yeah.
So
it's a hard one. I've lamented this in the past trying to paint dark skin models. There's not like a real out of the pot skin tone for that kind of region of the world, which is a shame to be honest. I think there's ways to do it, but a lot of the time it ends up looking too woody. Yeah, because you're using things like wood like brown or something. Yeah, it doesn't look quite right without a lot of work. And if you're trying to do massive battalions, then you might just want to go a little bit simpler. But I think there's ways to make it work, and they look good.
There are some really good guides out there on the internet as well. And especially with, for example, the US colour troops, absolutely, historically, they were nails.
Yes.
And I know that I've got some on my desk that I need to finish up. Actually seeing Tobias's forces have really given me kind of a kick to go. They look amazing. They look amazing when they're on the tabletop, and it's always nice to see the end result as inspiration.
And I've only recently, last night in fact, put the colours on, put the flags on, so it's actually wonderwould to see them.
So this is like the first time they've properly come together.
And also this is the first game they've played, so I expect every single unit to play poorly as you would for
new model syndrome.
They're your new models, I should win.
Exactly. Cool. So of what I saw in there, again on the chat, correct us if we're wrong, because it allows us to learn and also allows everyone else reading the chat to learn and
absolutely
more about it. But I believe the range of these is 24 centimetres, 24 inches if you're playing longer. And it's split into 3, so it'd be 8.
I think it's 36 for cannons. I found it in the thingy-majig a minute
ago. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Because they had the quick ref guide on here. So are we 6 pound smoothball?
We are. Oh, okay. 36. That's why then. Okay, 36. So what's that? 12 centimetres.
12.
It's not in your way, is it, Tobias?
I don't believe that. No, you're all
36, about 12 inches, isn't it?
So Let's have a little look. So I'm just trying to see if we're
There you
in.
go.
So it's 36, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we're in range, but what range are we in?
Just in by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be one dice. So all that for just one dice. There we go.
It could be the dice that breaks them, or at least brings them to a breaking point, though. So
Yeah, we will see. No! Straight
Whiz.
over his
that
head.
shot me in the spleen. So
There we
yeah.
Right, let's see if... And I believe we checked and these ones out here weren't in range, but I was... Oh! No.
Oh, no.
18.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, the 24. Ooh,
Alright.
it's close.
That's 18. Oh, I forgot it's centimetres.
Yeah, just in though.
Tobias is playing up.
You could probably target either of them.
Is
They're
it?
both just about there, because 24 is
Oh, you're going to let that one go,
Like-
are you? Okay.
like 13 and a half inches there. So,
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yes.
so I know I'm being completely blind. There you go. About 9.5 inches there. But it is just on the edge.
On
I'd
top
say.
down cam,
Yeah.
I'd say they're in. We're going to the video referee.
Safe.
Yeah, I don't think long range. Does long range play a factor in this?
Besides reducing the number of dice, but
Have a little look. Sorry for the lack of preparation here, guys.
all right.
I'll say I prepared with all the models. That's my preparation.
Yeah, Tobias put the legwork in. We just turned up
So we
and
got
press ganged him.
Up till 11:30, putting flags on last night, so we'll go with that.
So nothing relevant. So artillery at over half range is -1.
There we go. So
that's
actually,
it.
yes, I should have been -1, but I got 1, so definitely over.
You got a
someone said.
0. You hurt yourself.
Righty ho.
Close
So this unit here, which I will go, is because I don't know if you can see it. I can try, but I've taken off of the flag sheet. If it's a flag that's already there, if one I found on the internet, then I'm going to make my own. But I've essentially taken the little strip that says what it is, just to make it easy for me. So this is the 5th New Jersey Volunteer Regiment, and they're going to shoot. They're aiming for your bonnie blue flag. They're going to go for this unit, try and get them off the field.
No.
So we got 3 dice there. So we are hitting on 4s in black powder.
Ouch.
And we've got another 2 hits, and we've got another disorder,
Yeah.
which doesn't matter because you're already disordered. So it's 2 dice, needing a 4 or more.
Ah, that's brutal.
So you now you've gone up to
Swap
your
those
stamina
out.
value, which is 3.
Yep.
And you've actually exceeded it by 1. Now,
So we're putting a 1 next to that for clarity's sake.
yep, we'll do that. That's fine. And now, if we turn to the black, because we did actually look at this before, because we thought it would help.
break test.
Now, yes, because there's sort of 5 reasons why you may take a break test, and one of them is test if it exceeds. Test if excess hits suffered from shooting, which you have done.
Yep.
So there you go. Now, I believe it's 1 dice.
Yep, 1 dice. I am currently
Minus
per
1.
excess casualty and disordered, so I'm at -2.
Minus
here.
2. Yes. So
There's a
this,
good chance these guys run away. I think.
Yes.
On a 3, so that's a 1.
So 4 or less.
Destroyed.
Destroyed.
Ouch.
Now, guys, quick on the chat. Was it 1 dice or 2? Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
But let us know which regiment was that under the bonnie blue flag that's just been sent
That's
fleeing.
Carolina, isn't it?
It's one from South Carolina. I've not named that one yet.
So at least, that's a third of Max's South Carolinian brigade. Looks like they're heading for the hills. It's a pretty
So
stonking.
here we go, page 78. To take a break test, roll 2 dice, add the scores together, and then apply the modifiers.
There we go.
So they might be alright.
They might be
We're
surviving.
preemptive there. Okay, so total 7. 7 or more. Shooting, the unit holds its ground, it stays where it is and does not move.
They are
See?
whipped. Phew!
This is what happens when you add an extra dice.
So the South Carolinians, in fact, stay in the face of an absolute stonking volley
Yeah.
from the New Jersey boys.
And rightly so, he's removed the excess casualty, but now they are what's called shaken.
Do they stay shaken?
I believe they
Should
do.
we...
Because it's got a 3,
should we do... Yeah, that's a good
or you
point.
could add a little bit of black, just a little bit of black smoke to represent
And
that.
thank you, 30th PA, for that. Yep, 2 dice, and doesn't leave the field just whipped. We are giving 30th PA a good old rigorous mental workout in the black powder rule set. Obviously, can't quite get games in for most people at the moment. This is the next best thing. Watch us play them badly and correct us, because it's been a long time since any of us have touched black powder.
This is my first game of Black Powder.
So, have you even played like Hail Caesar? Or?
I played Hail Caesar once, and it was exactly 4 hours after I started working for the company. I show up to John's office, and he's
Stuck
like,
in.
"Well, what do you think of this? How do you like this?" You know, get to feel for like the character of his employees. He's like, yeah, like, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, nothing really. He's like, cool, you come and play Hail Caesar. I'm like, sure thing, I don't have an army. He's like, I have lots. I'm like, I'm sure you do.
You go to John's army, and you go to John's house, and his gaming room's about the size of my house, and it's 50% a beautiful gun collection, and 50% just the most amazing series of armies.
For anyone who follows my blog, the profile picture where I've got the hat on and holding the PPSH 41, that was John's house, funnily enough.
And John's PPSH.
Yes.
And he has a Panzerfaust.
I prefer the PPSH, but I'm still
That's fine. That's fine.
I just like his Car 98.
The mace.
Bren gun. He's got a brown vest. Got all the goodies. Right. So
do you have any final things to do?
One last unit to shoot with.
Yes.
So
that's one thing of note, because some games do it differently. It's in phases for this game, isn't it? Because it's not this activation, move, shoot, yada yada yada. It's
Correct.
Everybody moves, everyone shoots.
Yeah, it's you go, I go, and what is fanciful about this game is the sort of the command ratings and the way units move about. So instead of just moving, you have to really I don't know what's going on over there. You have to roll to see what your units can do based on the ability of your commander to command.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it can leave you in a precarious situation, or it can mean your units are thundering up and get stuck in, and it can be what you need. So sometimes it can go in your favour, sometimes it can. An
important point there, lads. 30th PA. Firstly, are you free in a couple of weeks? Because we'd quite like to have another one of these games. Secondly, break tests take place at the end of the round overall, which really lets you pile the casualties onto the unit. So you can just keep wailing on them. I mean,
good news, they weren't going to take any more, but thanks for letting us know that will become relevant when I think the proper Maelstrom starts.
One day we will learn this game and we will start today.
So it's great. The majority of us at Warlord basically play Black Powder around the boss's house.
Yeah.
And
the rules are different after a couple pints and some sausage paps.
They really are.
And then the thing is, like we say, is that you can add rules, take them away. Oh, I want to add this, and so it really. And when I say that, I mean you could do that with any game, but at the centre of this game,
was
the
set
heart
up
of it.
as a toolbox.
Yes.
I played a game with John Russell from our US demo team and Rick, the guy that wrote it. And within 30 seconds, there was a kind of, not a rules dispute, but a rules question. Rick going, let's just have fun. And that's really the spirit of Black Powder, I think.
And it's a wonderful excuse for us to get it wrong.
We were told to.
Yes.
If it's good enough for Mr. Priestley.
Cool, so I will shoot with this unit against the Hampton Legion.
Okay.
So 3 dice. And guess what we've got? A 4 and a 6.
So, do I get a save?
So
obviously, they are shaken for what it's worth.
You are disordered, sorry.
Sorry, disordered.
Yep, I'll add that.
One save this time now.
So it's only 1.
So they are hurting a little bit less.
So was that unit disordered?
Yes.
So are they
But
still
they passed
disordered?
their test, so...
They will remain disordered until the end of the round.
Yes, sorry, yeah. It's the
That's
excess
all right.
casualty we take off.
Yes,
Yes. So there's a little bit of extra bookkeeping in this game. So sometimes you've got to think about it. But once we've probably had 2 or 3 turns this by the end of the game, that's the thing, by the end of this game, you'll get it max. I think I'll remember a lot more stuff.
And I'll probably know how to play it.
Yeah.
Obviously, making me things I want to go home and paint my French.
And that's the thing, like, that's what I think games do, excites you and gets you moving with it. Cool, so that's unit done. Right, that's the end of my turn. I've spent far too long on that. There you go.
But wait, there's more!
Wait, there's more.
A spot of revenge is coming out.
Commanders will just
Yeah.
hopscotch around. I think they're alright, so Mead's going to run over here and help this commander out on his nice grey horse. So it's your turn. It's your turn, good sir.
Does Warlord hire data scientists or machine learning type folks? Now, we do occasionally need someone to reprogram me and Max.
So,
Nothing to say on that, and then yes.
Bushwhacker cavalry. Are they pistols, carbines, swords, throwing stars?
Pistols. So one rule I'd like to add is because they were often adorned with pistols, is give them an extra dice and allow them to, because with cavalry in the Civil War, they often fought dismounted.
Yes.
Now the Bushwhackers often did both. I think there's a film with Tobey Maguire, I believe, where you get to see this in place. I've never actually seen the film. I just saw the little short of it, and you saw them go against the Northern Cavalry, shoot them a little bit, run away, form a little gun line with pistols and carbines and all sorts. So for me, the way the rules work, is that for cavalry they can dismount. If they dismount, they get 3 dice. If they stay on their horses, they get 1. Now, what I'd probably say, because they would often they found, I believe there was a little snippet of information where they found a soldier with bushwhacker cavalryman with like 6 pistols or something like that. So to represent that, we'll give them pistols, but they can fire on horseback with the full 3
Sounds
dice.
good,
To make it
Harold.
a little bit more fun.
Good Harold says the film is Ride with the Devil.
Right,
And I'm going to go home and see if that's on Netflix tonight, because any movie with the best Spider-Man in it gets my seal of approval.
Is it Tobey Maguire though? I think it looks like.
Good Harold, is it actually Tobey Maguire?
Could I be wrong?
So I think I want to do things a little bit differently. I think I'm actually going to split up my orders here because I want people to do some different stuff.
Yeah.
So I think my infantry wants to just kind of move in their own time.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to issue the bushwhackers the order first.
It is.
Um,
One win of the day.
so the order is move to the edge of the hill and shoot in these guys' flanks. Just kind of move up,
Ooh.
bang, bang.
Because you can do flank. There is deflating fire in this.
Yeah.
One.
The other thing is, I'm thinking if they don't get completely blown up afterwards, they've got to clear run at the artillery. And I'm thinking that's a good use of them to kind of get in the flank and hurt them, but let's do something along the way. So
dare or die. Let's go for it.
So a minus
Honestly.
1 to the order check because of the distance involved.
Yep, because it's for
Over
every...
12 centimetres.
Yep, correct.
But it's 24, so it's only the 1.
Now, if they had the Marauder special rule, they wouldn't have to worry about this.
Oh, really?
Should we give them a Marauder special rule?
Ooh.
What does the chat think?
Chat, should they be marauders? Yes or no? You've got 15 seconds. And hello to intelligent Mr. Toad, you're late.
So we've got a little bit of a delay here. So I'm gonna
Sorry.
put the dice there. No, just the chat's a little bit behind. So what I'm going to do is
That's fine.
these 2 units advance up. It's basically maintain line along here. So these guys are going to have to wheel a little bit to get there. These guys are just going to have to wheel up that side. So I'm just going to make this roll. And if we fail this, is going to really break the timeline. Because technically I wouldn't be able to do the bushwhackers, but we're waiting on the chat. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
So
that's
these
fine.
have gone. So now these guys are moving up.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that.
So that's 6. That's 3 plus. 2 plus, sorry.
2 moves because we got a staff rating of 8 across the board.
So I'm going to measure it just from this flank to represent that wheel being included.
Yeah, it's pretty freeform. It's the same in
You'll have to give me. I'm an ex-Warhammer fantasy player, so wheeling is my
See,
favourite word.
And you're there like, and I'm the same, like, oh, I love to wheel, but it's, at the same time, it just makes it a little bit more free-flowing. It gets the game moving.
And
did you get an answer on
And the chat has passed its verdict by 3 to none, or 3 to 1.5, because Stick said
Marauders.
maybe. Let the marauders maraud.
Cool, so these guys are going to go now.
That's what happens when you have a good
So does this
red
mean they
shirt
get 3 automatically?
on. Yes, yeah. So they've only got a very short range. The 3 automatically. No.
So
So
that's the 1 move to get there.
so what did you roll? Sorry. Oh, okay. So what
Yeah.
Marauder means is you don't get the -1 for them.
Oh, right,
for the
sorry.
long range.
Misunderstood
Sorry, I
you there.
apologise.
I
That's
thought you meant
all
they
right.
automatically
No,
passed.
no worries.
They failed.
How badly did they fail?
By 1.
Is your commander around to do it?
He's -1.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh,
my
that
was,
one.
is
Yeah,
Lee, is
no,
Lee
he's
around to be
miles
like,
out.
get them to do this?
No, I put him on the wrong flank, really.
They're waiting in the bushes. They don't know what to do yet.
Spindleshanks is in fact staying neutral like Britain during the American Civil War to wait and see who wins. Wait until you find out that I've seized 2 of Max's diplomats in international waters, and we'll see how neutral you feel.
They're a little bit wibbly-wobbly in the
Now
trees.
here's an
but-
interesting one with that. Now there is actually a bit of people out there a few people out there who like to do British Intervention Force.
Yes,
now, Perry's do
they do.
ones for them. Now I do have plans for that. Now of course the models themselves, the plastic ones, don't represent the uniform that well. However, I'm willing to bend that a little bit. Maybe just clip off the hats and the cappies and have, I don't know what the name of the hats were. I apologise. But that were worn by British
The
soldiers. in that era.
Shakos, I think they're still on Shakos.
But there were some Shakos. I think there was.
Yeah, I know.
Bearskins. There was all sorts, and I'm thinking.
Kilmarnocks.
Is that the ones? Kilmarnock. Okay. So I'm thinking of doing a mixture of that and just doing it as a bit of what if and having a little bit of red in there.
And
Nice.
thank you, Lieutenant Sobel, for Kilmarnocks.
So these guys are really simple. These guys' orders, shoot. Everyone hold position, guns, guns, guns. These guys, that's your target. These guys, that's your target. These guys, well, you don't have a choice. You can only see 1 unit.
I like this though.
So, 1 big order check. We've got Lee here for the reroll. In fact, Actually, is there any point in doing this? Because I still get the move anyway. There's no bonuses for staying still, is there? Because the only one I'd want to move is these ones, and that would be moved to point blank.
I mean, if you don't want to move your unit, yeah, you can keep them there if that's what you mean.
Because I'll be shooting once anyway. It's not like I can get multiple shots. So these guys are in defense position.
Yep, they're in a good spot. I will check what bonuses they get for being behind cover.
I'm actually going to say these guys advance to point blank.
Yeah, go for it. Which will be 6 centimeters.
So that's 5.
That's a lot of pass.
Ah, remember they are disordered.
Oh yes, they can't move
So
forward, can
they
they?
can't move forward. No, so they took a good shot, as it were.
They changed their minds by being shouted.
No.
Even General Lee can't move those South Carolinians off that point at the moment.
My cannon's just going to keep shuffling forward to get in range once I can get a shot off.
So being behind the fence, but musketry is a -1.
Yeah, makes sense.
And
I like that. So, my shooting, I believe.
Get all the shooting going, my son. Go for it.
Armistice says, Sir, we weren't informed they would shoot back. That feels like me playing Max at Bolt Action every week.
So these guys are in range, so that'd be a nice simple 3, but they are -1 because of the disordered.
They are, yes. So 5s to hit. Nice and easy.
2, I'll take that.
So 2 hits
And
disordered. There we go.
Revenge.
Revenge.
And who was that who was disordered? Was that some more?
That is the 7th New Jersey Volunteer Regiment.
Oh.
And that is very hard to distinguish between the 5th at this size. So it's 2 dice to save, morale save of 4+.
Yep.
And I failed both of them.
Nice. It's going around.
It's contagious.
Oh, did you see where I put my drink down?
I did not.
No, it's gone
Don't worry about
walkabout. Oh, yes, it is up there.
Oh, yep. Camouflage against the
so
posters.
there is a little casualty marker.
Alright, that
Do
felt
like-
good.
do
Nice to put in some revenge there.
We're getting a lot of the same dice rolls, which is really interesting. So keep it going.
So
down the
these
line.
guys, they are going to be in range as well. So
Sweet.
3 dice. Come on, let's get a good roll. Loving it.
Oh.
2 and disordered.
4 to 6 again.
Absolute stunning volleys from the Carolinians.
So it's all about the Carolinians. They're standing strong. It's all about the South. Right, here we go. 4, 5, and 6. We've got a 6 to save.
Nice.
So we just 1 casualty on that one.
But the big thing here is he's putting those disorders on.
Yeah,
and
that's gonna
Max's
make a
disorders
difference.
Max's disorders are coming off before Tobias's.
They are.
I'm actually going to do my guns now. So I'm going to fire over these guys' heads, which is a -1. I don't actually know if I'm in range, but we're going to try.
Go for it. So 36 first off.
Again, I keep going to 28mm ranges. That was like,
Yes,
whoop.
you're like,
No,
woo.
calm it. So they are out, but going to be in next turn unless you move back.
Ooh,
That's interesting.
That'd be nice.
So, Haggard with a question here.
These guys on there.
So, do you activate all of your army at once, or does it go brigade by brigade? He doesn't quite understand why Tobias didn't roll orders to shoot, but Max did. Why basically you didn't shoot much, and Max did.
I didn't roll to shoot. I made a mistake because I thought these guys can move forward.
Yes.
I was rolling to pass these guys, and now we're in the shooting phase, and everyone's taking their turn.
I missed that as well because I think I was busy talking and
No,
showboating.
So yes, it is. It's basically the whole army moves functionally at once, although it's easier to use your brigade orders to make that work. And then the whole army shoots at once. You just go down your brigades again, and then you might be some hand to hand.
Hopefully that makes sense to you.
These
It'd be nice
guys
to clarify
them
listening.
are needing a 5 because they are all kinds of hurt. But let's see if they can do it.
Just load the ramrods, get it down.
We got 1. That's
Got
important.
1 hit.
They're not disordered though.
Is it on these
We've had a
boys?
shot. Yeah.
Okay.
We've had a shot where it was no disordered. How
Hardy-
often does that happen?
Those big old hardy hats will save you.
Spindleshanks, yep.
And they don't.
Hardy hats.
Spindleshanks, we shall bid you a fond farewell, mate. And yes, this will be on YouTube at some point this week. Obviously, all of our streams
Okay,
will be
now the
uploaded
real
to
dangerous
YouTube after
stuff.
the fact.
Ooh, getting the clinch rifles in
Yeah,
here.
so these are the cool looking ones. So say I. So they're in range 3, and they're fresh. So I'm looking for a 6 here. I can really do with that. 3 though.
3
That'll
hits. Yes, I've already taken 1.
So you might have to take a morale check on these this
I
time.
may.
If you roll poorly here.
Let's get a save here. Oh, we've got 2
Okay.
saves, so we change that 1 to a 2.
I think that's 2 pretty tough units.
Oh yeah.
Staring each other down and
It is.
making each other pay.
It is.
Yeah, who you got, the clinch rifles or the iron brigade?
Cannon again here, I think it's going to be out of range, but it always worth checking. still out of range on the cannons, but next turn they should be in. So these guys here, I think it's only going to be 2 because this unit's ended up in the trees. They're a little bit...
Yep.
With the cavalry, I don't want to shoot from my unit. So 2 dice on them.
Yep, so a little note on that. So you get less dice, the less the unit that can see to shoot.
Yeah.
So
it's really hard to tell here, but we've got a unit behind my cavalry here. Just because I was expecting the cavalry to be elsewhere this turn, and they said, hell no. So 2 dice here looking for 4s.
Cool.
No other modifiers on these ones. 1 and disordered.
And you've disordered.
Oh, the white smoke.
Disordered the 54th Massachusetts, but they'll come back. They'll get their glory. Don't you worry about a thing. Right, so it's one save to make, 4 or more. And if you don't make it, and all my saves are going now.
I was worried. This is obviously far different from bolt action. I was a bit worried. Normally when you get like a bad first turn, you're like, I'm going to be on the back foot. Not so with black powder. You just weather the storm.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it is, and especially with a very shooty conflict that this was, there's going to be a lot of this.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of, oh my god, I'm almost gone, but I'm still here and we're still firing. Anything else to fire?
That's everything for shooting, because they're going to have, 6-inch range?
Yeah.
So even if that was inches, they're out. So.
Yeah, it's very, very close.
Because they didn't get their move in this turn. So, commanders moved, I think that's all I got left. So I'm going to pop this guy just around here.
Normally they would move after the command phase. It's fine.
What's command phase when it's at home?
The command phase is essentially your movement phase.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was at the end of the turn.
Is it command phase? You kind of call that, yeah. Basically.
So I should have moved these before shooting, effectively.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I
so I'm
going to bounce this guy all the way over here, because I really want those cavalry to move. So Lee's getting over to give the important order, and his second or third in command is just saying, steady the line, boys. We got a lot more to do.
Steady, boys.
And I regret to inform you that we must now block the Armistice from our chat forever. When cavalry were ordered, they said nay.
Oh.
Blocked. Yeah.
So I lose these ones.
Yes, you do.
Because they
keep the shaking.
are over it.
Keep the shaking.
Yes, leave the black smoke.
Cool, so now it's my turn. So let's try and keep this one a quick one, unlike the last one. Cool, so they're obviously going to stay where they are. There's no real room for the 10th Indiana to go anywhere.
I like that shot. That's really nice.
So I think I'm pretty happy with that. Ooh.
Yeah, I think we're in kind of...
It's a bit of a limbo here.
Yeah.
I've kind of stopped my units from going anywhere, but at the same time, I think I want my...
Cannonades.
So I could move them round, but at the same time, I think I'd rather have the cannons fire. I can see your bushwhackers. So
Yeah, I think being, -1 because they're in the woods?
I think we'll have a little look. So
Which makes sense, but I don't know.
what would we say it is? A light wood or a heavy wood?
I'd say light.
Strong,
We can
that
see
wood.
through it.
Cool. So there's a lovely little
Heavy.
chart on here for it. Actually, it's the same as in Glory Hallelujah book, and it gives you what it would give to musketry, what it would give to artillery, and artillery within 12-inch canister range. So the third of the range of an artillery piece. For a light wood, there is no cover modifiers for artillery. So simple on that one, so I'll be able to shoot as normal.
That actually kind of makes sense. A big 6-pound ball doesn't care about birch trees.
Nope, straight through that tree. There we go. Cool. So
we'll take some close-up
we'll
photos for
crack on
later.
that one.
Joe Falchetto, no, it was negligible offence. Sorry, boss, you're fired.
Actually, I probably shouldn't, but I think a couple camera shots from the high defs will look quite nice.
Oh, yes.
So if you want to continue with your turn, I'm just
I will.
Beauty shots.
Cool. So I'm looking for. So let's
That'd
just see
be
what
gorgeous.
range they're in.
It is, right?
Oh, so I'm just in range. So it's only one cheeky dice. So I'll go down the line from left to right my side. So 1 dice against your bushwhackers.
Wait, you shooting first?
Oh. So
Is
I
anyone moving first?
I don't want to move.
Okay.
I don't think because I've got
Coward.
because. Oh well, the enemy are in range. They're shooting at us.
That's a very union.
Do you want to shoot back, boys?
They're coming to you.
Come on, shoot them. Also, I just feel that these are a little jammed up, and also if these go, these can move in and be fresh.
Yeah. You're going a little bit more conservative than me, but
Yeah,
that might
well,
pay off in the long run, I think.
I'm sort of going on the idea of that. I like my artillery to get some shots in.
Soften them up, because my guys have been kind of baited into moving up to you, which is a problem.
Yes. So
30th PA says, don't forget rally orders.
Did we need any last time? I think you're all right.
So rally orders, what they allow you to do, if I'm correct, is you can. I believe it's one of the last moves you can do with your commander. Is you do a rally order to a unit, and your commander will attach to that unit, and by doing so, it will remove one of your casualty markers. It can't go lower than 1 because it's the idea of that the casualty markers aren't necessarily about you losing soldiers, but it's about morale. That's why we have a morale save rather than an armor save or something like that. It's about are your guys able to take the pain? So I could do that. I'm looking across the board already.
I didn't know at all. That's quite interesting.
Sorry to forget it. I thought about it and I went, and then something else came in, and then you ran off. We've all had a lack of sleep last night. We were doing well.
Daylight saving.
Yes.
Abolish it. Get rid of it.
Between the three of us, I think we worked out we'd had a full night's sleep. Between the three of us.
So, what I'm going to do is for this unit all the way on my far right, so that I'll do 2 orders. So I'm going to do 2 rally orders. So my commander is going to try and rally this unit. So it's an 8 or less, and he does it. So he comes in and he puts it down to 1.
Okay.
And then,
so he's attached to that unit for purposes of measuring as well. So now, for example, if the guns were having some issues, they might be out of range or significantly further range because he's had to. Whoop.
I also believe he can be shot.
Oh, that's
it definitely is in
big fan
Hell
of
Caesar. So the games are quite similar, but they have some differences. Chat, please let us know if my commander can get shot. Please let us know that one. And my other brigade commander will try and rally the 2nd Wisconsin because they're on 2 casualty markers as well. Yep, they do it as well. There we go. Down to 1. Jolly good. Right. Now I can get on with the shooting. Now I can remember that I can stop shooting things.
The chat is of the belief that commanders cannot be shot, although they'd like it if they could. However, if the unit is whipped while the general is in it, then the general dies.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. There we go. Cool. So I'll start the shooting this side. So I'm only within a range to fire 1 shot with my cannons over here. So they can fire 1 shot. It's over long range, so it's -1, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's 5s. Oh, it hits.
Loving it. So +4 morale for the bushwhackers.
It's -1 because
it's big cannonballs.
Big old cannonballs.
So 5+.
5+.
Swap 5 for 5s. Not today.
There we go.
Sorry. Messing up your units.
I believe we've given them. They have the same stamina as a regular unit.
We got the quick ref over here.
Yes, we do. Yeah. They're the same. Same as infantry, makes it nice and easy.
There's a
Jolly good. Right.
7 PM on a warm spring evening, and the lines are starting to close, and the bloodshed, I think, is about to commence in earnest.
Indeed. Right. So, now, do I return fire at that infantry unit, or do I shoot at your... They're going to be -1 to hit, but they're not. So, I'm going to shoot into them. I am -1 to shoot anyway, because of being disordered.
Yep.
So this is the 54th Massachusetts shooting into a unit of Alabamans. And all misses. It would have been success if they weren't disordered. So there we go. So
brutal.
Good old hardy hat boys are going to shoot into the Clinch rifles.
Clinch rifles.
So yeah, we're in range.
I kind of decided those are my favourite because they got the different uniforms. Something so simple in the brain of just going to they look different to the cool ones.
Well, it was when I played War of Rights and I saw the same unit and went, oh, it's the same unit. It's the same. No, it's a different unit. I apologise. Never mind. I'll come back to that.
Yep.
It's a different unit. It is a different unit.
Taggart there saying, I'm glad I don't live at Tinnitus Farm there in the south of the battlefield.
That's brutal.
Ooh.
No successes.
No successes at all. So there we go. So there's that one.
Staring them down.
Cannons.
And the cannons are about to give Tinnitus Farm its name.
Yeehaw! Right, 1 shot again. Long range, so 5s. Nope.
Wow.
It's not going well for me. It's not going well for
You're
me.
adjusting well to the smoke.
Oh no.
It's too loud.
I couldn't hold back my boys. Right, here we go. So, these 3 are going to try and get this unit
Yeah, they're
here.
going for the big horrible mess in the middle.
Just aim for the Bonnie Blue flag, boys. Aim for the Bonnie Blue flag. We're hitting on 5.
Oh, that's brutal.
Wow, 2 6s and a 5, and they are definitely
They were already, they're fluffed.
They're already shaken, but now they are disordered too.
Does shaking affect my morale check? I don't believe it does.
It might do, but we can check that at the end.
We'll see if it's relevant. If I roll triple one, we don't need to worry.
Yes.
Okay,
well.
that'll be 2 passes and 1 fail. So I go up to 1.
So you got 1, yep. So then that gives us a marker.
So at the end of the turn, I'll need to rally check.
Yep. See, we're learning already,
So
boys.
now is Tobias going to try and spread the hate,
That was
or
a
is he going to
very
pile
good
it on?
roll.
Oh, pour it on, boys. Pour it on. Right. So
You ain't got many to pile on with, to be honest.
no, I don't. That's the thing. So it's I've kind of you've
More of a
done a good
streaming
job
one.
of spreading out, getting lots more shots down.
This is how I play Total War. I
Indeed.
know we always talk about that, but I like Napoleon. I'm very aggressive, thin lines. If we get hit by cavalry, well, oops.
Whereas I've gone for one of my units is going to go, so we'll bring in the next one. It's a very, very French tactic.
Yeah, so you'll have fresh people when I'm possibly already a little bit
Yes, yes, but still, it could mean I still lose brigades. So we'll see how it goes. So last unit to shoot, and so they are disordered as well. So on 5, 3 dice, all miss.
Mate, that's brutal.
So there we go. So all my disorders now go away at the end of the turn.
Yep.
However, if you got any, you got one morale.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So, we just roll it. -1. 4 or less, I think they're out.
Yep.
And he might be whipped.
Is whipped destroyed or is whipped special? I can't remember.
Which is a special rule.
Retire 1 full move to its rear without changing formation and at all times avoiding contact with the enemy.
Is which a special rule for a unit though, rather than it being?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know whether it's one you give a unit or you don't, sort of thing. I can't remember.
Should we just say they're destroyed for the purposes of not getting the board too cluttered and
Oh,
whatnot?
I've just getting on.
I
with it.
like it.
Let's kill them all.
And like, yeah.
But yes, four or less, and that is 4 or less.
Oof.
They held up very well though.
Yeah, they took a pounding. And,
They were singing Bonnie Blue Flag right to the end.
However, they are now running the other way.
Yes,
At speed.
the Southern Rights hurrah.
There we go.
So, it
my
is
turn.
your turn. There we go.
Well, that changes one thing, because my first objective was going to be get him on that unit to calm him down, but that's a bit too late.
I took it away.
Curse you!
No, all he's done is he's blessed you with the with tactical simplification.
Yeah, because now I've got the clean cannon routes.
I bless you with a nice hole in the middle. There you go. A nice clean cannon lane.
So I'm going to put these guys on here, assuming that they're actually using it defensively, if that's
Yeah,
all right.
as if they're sort of like in between.
In fact, we can do it
defence
properly.
rails.
It's just going to have to bend them a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
And these guys are just going to...
It's warm in here.
It is absolutely boiling in here.
Yeah, there's something about this room. It's very insulative. I'm sure the audience is tired of us saying it every week, but...
There are also now 3 of us in here instead of 2. It's starting to get a bit locker roomy.
Extra body heat,
So-
and indeed it's been sunny today, so there's a lot to add to it.
You fellers, advance to point blank.
Oh.
These guys are going to maintain their defensive position. They're a little bit outnumbered in this position.
Here we are.
So they're going to be minus nothing, I think. Yeah, just 1.
Are you within 12 centimeters
Oh, yeah,
of
I won't
the
be.
enemy?
That looks...
Are you in proximity?
Is that of the general or of the unit?
So first off, there's the general.
Minus 1 for the general's distance.
Yep, and then are you within 12 centimeters of the enemy, which you are not?
Not yet. But we are hoping to end that way.
You want to get closer, you can use some.
Loving it.
Yes.
Many successes. So it's going to be 2, so I'm literally going to put myself at 6 centimeters away from you.
Give them smooth balls so that they can use the old bucking ball and give them an extra dice.
Are they the Zouaves?
Yeah.
They are Hampton.
So I'm going to put these guys in the wrong place, but there's a tree in the way.
Yeah.
They are obviously in formation.
Yes. So we've tucked the trees down for the purpose of these because they are the.
I don't think you'd want to do it loose on these with this scale.
No.
So that actually works really well. Yeah, we'll last chat again on that one because we've got a little bit of time. Are we giving them buck and ball? Do you want to see the unbridled destructive capabilities?
Yeah, chat. Do the Hampton Zouaves get buck and ball, or should they have their 1851
I'm
Enfields?
going to try these fellas again, and they're going to try and do the exact same thing. So this time I'm looking for an 8 flat.
Ooh. Go for it.
7. So they do their jobs.
Sweet.
So they go to exactly there. Ooh, please sit.
So,
And I'm going to say flanky attack for coming in.
Yep, I will check the rules for enflading fire. I believe it's rerolls, but I will check.
Looks like good results for Buck and Ball here as well.
And again, it's aggressive. That's how I play these games.
Hey, you're also Confederates. It's what they did.
So we're going to go down the line. I'm going to start with
Not
these
all the
guys
time.
because they're kind of in the most threat, I think. Advanced point blank.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah, they get 4 passes there. Well, you only can do 3.
Lordy.
But they are getting danger close. Because I can go to there.
This is
That's pretty nasty.
I'm scared.
Get them, boys! And same with these guys. Let's bring them in.
Half-inch out of bayonet range there.
Next turn.
And that's not a half-inch on the table, that's a half-inch in real life.
Okay, so they pass, but only just, so they move 12 inches. I'll get it right one day.
Oh, yeah.
You leave me alone.
If you're enfilading a target, you're allowed to reroll any and all shots that miss.
Ooh, brutal.
As it was the idea that the shots will strike men down the line. It also helps the fact you all got pistols, so you're just like, yeah!
Okay, don't forget that though. How does rallying work? Do I need to be close to do it? Sounds stupid, but...
I believe so.
Because
I mean, how close are you?
Well, basically what I'm thinking is I've got 40 centimetres to move. Can I go there and then pop him in the unit on a rally check?
I believe it's, chat, let me know if I'm wrong here, I believe it's based on your range away from them, just like it would be a normal move.
Yeah.
So, if it's 12 centimetres away, over 12 centimetres away, then it'd be a -1.
So they're 24, so -1.
-1, yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to try and do that. And that feels very Confederate general. Let's join the cavalry charge.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not sure whether you can give them an order and then do a rally order. I don't know if you can do that.
Chat, what do we think?
Go for it. Rather than us looking through books and being quiet, let's just keep the conversation going flowing.
So basically, what I'm going to say is we'll do it up front so we can keep the game moving. He's going to attempt to go
Just
in
the
with
one.
them.
Just the one. So you're going to do one, so you can't do that.
Okay.
And
Already got an order, so no rally.
So I'm
thank
just
you,
going
chat. Thank you.
to move up in that case to keep him close to the friends. And he is going to try and split the difference between these 2 units. A little bit out in the open, but it'll be fine. It'll be great.
I think this is going to be great. Yeah, for someone, maybe not me.
Cannons I'm going to open it up with. I'm going to shoot them. I think we might finally have range on my guns. I completely mishandled my cannon, I think, but learning experience. Still not in. Ooh, I think that means these guys are going to be out as well. Yeah. Next turn. I have moved, so
Sweetie,
I
sweet.
didn't think about it. Should have brought my lumbers.
Where would you like to start?
Let's start over here, I think. That's,
And I
nice
believe the
brutal.
chat has said that they have
Buck and Ball.
Buck and Ball,
Was this
so
+1?
so it's an extra dice.
Oh, it's extra dice.
Yes.
So point blanks +1 and 4 dice.
Yes.
I'm going to get a better shot on these.
3 plus. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Take 4, please, and you're disordered.
Oh, lordy.
Pew, pew, pew.
I need an extra dice. That's not gone well for me.
It's a bad day for poor old Tobias.
So, we're looking at 4 ups, 4 dice, and I've already got 1 casualty marker. Oh, wow.
That's pretty good, though.
That's very good. So I've only changed that 1 casualty to 2. I am disordered, okay. But I am.
2 4s and a 5, though.
Gotta have the Zouaves being aggressive, that's their jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Zouaves, the 2nd unit, these are not in point blank, but they're going to shooty tooty.
The Charleston Zouaves.
So looking for 4s this time, so no bonuses. Ouch, 3.
Oh, lordy again.
And disorganised.
Disorganised, definitely. So was that 3, that was, yeah?
Yes.
Yep, so 4s or more. That's alright, but I am shaken.
Yeah, you're up to 3 now. It's
Yeah.
pretty rough.
It's not excess casualties, that's okay.
Cannons, if you were in range, you could have helped me out here.
Pour it on, boys, pour it on.
So now, I think we've got the really nasty one here. This could be the decisive one.
Oh, get them clinch rifles in.
So it was...
I'm trying to get a better shot here, Tobias, so if...
Yep,
So it's 3 dice looking for 3s because they're point blank. It is +1, not extra dice, right?
I believe so. The extra dice was from the smooth bores.
Okay, so just in case it's
Threes.
not immediately obvious, that's Tobias's units. Those are Max's.
Take 2, but you're not disorganised.
That's fine by me.
Yeah. That is really the title fight happening in the middle there.
Oh yeah.
I like one thing I will point out is that we've suggested with our casualty markers is painting the rim a certain colour, and that already makes me know that casualty marker is mine. I've not painted the other one, so I know it's yours.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd point that out. It's not something you have to do. You can paint it or flock it or whatever you want to do. I just thought it was a good little thing to carry on with. Oh, okay, so one
down, okay.
so that's fine. We're swapping it over to a 2 again.
What's the reply going to be like?
Oh, it's going to be good.
And
It's going to be loud.
This one needs to work.
Yes.
So these guys enfilading these guys.
I'm also going to count because you're enflating them that I'm enflating you as well. So
that's fair.
It's going to be lit.
It's total war revolver cavalry time.
Yeah.
2 bases surrender or 2, is that correct?
So
Are we assuming it's the same size?
I'm assuming it's sort of like the same size. So what I've done is the base sizes here are 3 bases for infantry down from 5, which is what you get sort of in the box, and the suggested one for cavalry is 4. What I basically done is one base less. That's the difference between these scales. So they have normal 3 dice. Yep.
So it's 3s because they're point blank.
Yep.
Rerolls because they're enfilading.
Yep.
It's gonna hurt.
Yep.
It's lightning.
No, it won't.
Oh,
Not yet. So with the rerolls.
Well, you got 3 there, didn't you? Or was that
3 to count. So yes.
Yep, 3
Thank you for pointing that out.
That's all right. Honest gamer.
So you do take not disorganised though.
Lordy,
Possibly 3 casualties though.
Good shooting, Rex. Though I'm impressed.
Better than your last turn. You were a little bit cursed there.
Oh wow.
Oh. Ouch! Now you're in trouble.
Okay, so that's now I've already got 1 casualty on the unit.
So you've got an excess.
So the 54th Massachusetts, just like Fort Wagner, are taking a lot of casualties. So
between all of those rolls, it added up to 1 pass.
Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to pile it on here because
pour it on, boys.
These guys are doing the exact same thing. Law of Averages said I should probably get a bad roll here though, so let's see what happens.
Here's a song of Sweet Home Alabama.
I'm afraid not. They're disorganised as well. And take 2.
This is what happens.
You hear that? That's the sound of a crumbling flank.
This could be it for Massachusetts, boys.
Yes, I think it may be. So it's 2 dice, is it?
2 dice, yeah.
So 4s and more. Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, so that's
really putting the hurt on.
That's an extra 2, so we now got that's 3, isn't it? So I believe with it being double, that does mean they're destroyed. But I can have a little look. Is there any more shooting you've got to do?
No, that's my whole army.
Okay, what I'll do is just that
your way.
There we go. So I'll just have a little quick look.
I'll do that. I'm going to take some snaps.
Go for it.
Yeah, chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Who's going to win, wise? Because you might be biased because that unit's just happened, but bear in mind the cavalry's in a bad position themselves. My centre is hideously open, quite frankly.
Situation excellent. I'm attacking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just quickly for 30th PA, will we be selling accessories for the 15mm line like flag sheets, terrain, and casualty markers? Yes.
Casualty markers are already on pre-order.
Yeah,
the terrain's already on pre-order. Some of it's out.
Yeah.
I think the trees that we got here. They're actually good method I'm going to show. I really like these. They're like £15 a set. I don't know what that equates to in dollars. Probably about 20, 25.
They work in 28 as well.
They're really nice. They're seafoam.
Yeah. What was the question? It was.
Are we doing accessories and terrains and flag sheets and things?
I think it said flag sheets. So I don't know about flag sheets. However, every single box we do, as far as I'm aware, and that it might be different with skirmishers because I don't think they've got colour parties. However. All ones that have got colour parties have flag sheets.
Yeah.
So you may have a lot of the same, but like I've done, I may be slightly incorrect, but I've taken the 20th Indiana, which are on the flag sheet, and I've just put it on the 10th Indiana as well, and then I'll have the 20th Indiana as well.
And the other thing as well is obviously, folks, if you want to put an order in through customer service, get in touch with us. Little things like flag sheets, we can normally sort out quite easily as a special item on an order. That's no problem.
Should we do boring admin?
Yes, we should do boring admin.
So we're not on next week. It's the bank holiday Monday.
It's Easter.
It's Easter, the other one. So we're not going to be live for that one. We'll be coming back with something a little bit different the week after.
We've got some very special stuff lined up.
Actually, there might be a stream next week, but it won't be a proper one.
Yes.
It might be a painting stream, but that depends on what we're doing.
It won't be a Max and Marcus show.
Yeah. It might be Max paints and says hi to the chat.
But
But we'll see what that one goes. There probably won't be an announcement on Facebook. Keep an eye on your Gmails. If it happens, it'll be at 6.
Yeah.
But no promises.
But the weeks following that, we've got one really biggie that we can't talk about just yet, but
oh yeah,
very, very excited. I
have we
teased
got a
it.
date yet?
So the dates have been sent off. The prospective dates
so
have been sent off.
Yeah.
So we're still thrashing out the
Can't
dates.
see it.
But
Make a normal leadership.
Yeah, because I'll probably fail it.
Good Herald, is it related to black powder? No, it's more related to wargaming in general. And it could be wet and wild is how I would describe it. Say no firm dates on that yet, but coming very soon. Very excited for that one.
Because you're -4 to this roll.
Okay. Wow.
So I think there's a good chance you'll be gone anyway.
Let's be high, roll really high.
Yeah.
Yes. So, bye 54th Massachusetts.
Oh, the 54th Massachusetts.
I feel bad doing it. I really do.
Oh, don't.
I like those guys.
I did it to you. It is justified. Jolly good. Right.
Here we go. Now Max is going to be in a good position potentially to break a brigade here in his next turn, if he can survive the return.
I don't think the bushwhackers are. I think they're a little bit done.
The Good Herald says, obviously it's a little hard to tell who is who. Yeah, absolutely, with these cameras at this scale. I'll try and do my level best to kind of point out when we get into the mixed engagements who is who. But Max, if you can wave your hand roughly over the table.
Mine.
Everything else, Tobias's.
So mine. You see how close they are. Mine and mine. So again, we've got a lot of closing lines. Well, a couple of closing lines there. Cool. So it is my go, isn't it?
Yeah, your orders. This
Oh
could
Lord.
make or break.
What's in his box of tricks?
So did you disordered these in my turn?
Yeah.
In your turn, didn't you? Oh, again. Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't get to take any disorders off because you killed the one disordered unit I had.
So
You finished the job.
again.
Now less disordered and more disintegrated.
Dismembered.
Oh right. Okay.
30th PA says if Tobias does it right, the Rebs are in trouble. But Haggard says it never seems like a good idea to bet against Max in a war game, so the chat is divided, which is a nice change from when I play Max and the chat is just Marcus, why are you bothering?
I think it's because you're adding in a new game, a new player to a new game. You've also got another player, i.e. myself, coming in, so you've got different factors to add to it.
Beginner's luck versus veterans experience.
Indeed. So I wouldn't.
I mean,
say
you're a
veteran.
celebrity of this game. You're in the video with Rick. They showed it on the YouTube.
That
You're a celebrity of Black Powder.
that was more. It was one of the most viewed.
Yeah, I think it is
YouTube
our
channels,
most viewed video.
but not for me, for Rick. And it was actually a joy because it was literally just shot, and I thought they were going to edit it at all, but they didn't. It was just a long video, and it is nice when people go, "Oh, I saw your video, watched it loads of times." So it was just really nice to.
Hopefully,
to
we get that when we get some shows in again.
I think you will. I think. I mean, I watch this every Monday. I don't have a Twitch. I should get a Twitch account because then I can comment. But
you can be rude to us as with everyone else.
it just means I'll be quiet, just like, oh, I did that wrong.
Good Herald says, when are we doing a thing with the History Channel? We do serious history. Maybe we can do something with them for Conflict 47.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, do you actually have any orders to make this turn? Because
well,
are you
I
just sticking around in the gun line? Because
Okay.
you're in a pretty good position to just cause
the
casualties.
only unit that I think will is the Marine Corps are going to fill this gap and just pop themselves on the top of this ridge line,
I like it.
top of this hill, get some fire down. So
Send in the Marines. Haggard says he generally wants me to win, actually, but it's a Pavlovian response now.
So it's one. So
do a conga line, I think.
Ooh.
Conga line and address.
Yeah, basically move from there. So
You'll probably get like one less shot, but you'll get some of them in.
you get a couple of rounds.
I think what
in.
you've done there is you stopped like a massive anti-flanking manoeuvre.
Yeah.
Otherwise it was going to come all the way around.
Send in the Marines.
Yeah, 'cause if you
fill
failed-
the gap, boys.
If you failed that one, that would have been a bit of a disaster.
Indeed. I think my brigade commander is going to give the Hardy Hat boys a rally order.
And the Hardy Hat boys are completely holding the
They're
line here.
holding the line, and I get a 6, so we're, 2 3s, so 6, so it goes down from 2 casualties to 1.
That's the Iron Brigade doing their thing.
Doing their thing, standing there like iron. Okay, so I think the only order I'm going to give over here is this brigade commander is going to run to the other unit. Stop them from being shaken, so it's going to just be, just.
straight 8s.
Straight 8s. And we get a 9. And Mia's over there, so we can't provide a reroll, so nothing happens.
That's rough.
So it is just going to be. Should we do some moving of commanders? So, is Mead going to stay here, or is he going to go and help them over there? I think the more need over there, because we've got a lot of more casualties over here. So Mead is going to toddle off down to over here and help out this brigade commander on the right-hand side, deal with all these swabs.
I thought I really wish you folks at home could get some of the looks we're getting from tabletop height.
I'll post them up.
Max is getting some pictures.
I'll post them up in the Black Powder Facebook page tonight.
Yes.
But they're nice.
Some of the looks we're getting down here
It's
are
beautiful. It's lovely to see models that I've really just done lots, probably about a couple of hours a night. Well, as John said, I'd say 1.5 hours an evening is what he tends to do.
Yeah.
And it gets it done, and it's just wonderful that over 3 months has yielded just beautiful models and they might not be amazingly painted, but it looks good. It looks like an American Civil War battlefield.
Absolutely. And that's what we were going for with this game. I think at the absolute core of it.
Regular Joes can paint up an army.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of models in the starter set, but that gives you a lot of freedom and a lot of...
And you'll probably see improvement from the start to the end as well, which always feels fantastic.
Or indeed dropping off highlights as you go, which often is the case. So I will start from left to right with the old shooting. And I'm going to get enfilading fire with this. Now,
this might sting.
2 or 3 dice at least.
We're going to be going
14 centimeters.
We're going to go, it's 3 dice.
Brutal.
So instead of 5.
Oh, and you enfilade for the
30th PA was begging you to move up the guns.
I should have.
In the interest of tactical fairness, I'll take rule suggestions from the chat, but not tactical advice. The generals must stand and fall on their own.
Right, so 3s, isn't it? No.
4s, but you get a reroll, I think.
Yes, you're right. See, he's learning already better than me. So 2 hits.
1 reroll.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And a 6, so you
You're
are disordered.
doing what I did last turn. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine.
And it is artillery, so it's
-1, isn't it?
Yep, so it's 5s.
1 success.
1 save, and you've got 2. So it's now
up to
on
3.
3, yep.
So hopefully that might keep them alive. Don't know how I feel about that. I'm confident, honest.
It's whether the Marines are going to be able to get them at very long range.
They got a unit. They got their own things to worry about.
Now, the Marines, I'm going to say, can't shoot at your cavalry.
They're in the sunken road, aren't they?
Yeah, it's that old sunken road theory. Theory it is. So I'd say I have 2 shots, but because of a little bit of sunken road and a little bit of fence there, I'm going to say you're in
-1.
-1. So
That's appropriate.
Two
Obviously,
nice
it'd be exactly the same being shot back the other way.
Yeah.
For interest of fairness.
So it's getting pretty cut and thrust here. Haggard asks a solid question. Can units kind of rest, or in other ways, remove casualties?
Say that again.
So Haggard's obviously, as it's getting to the cut and thrust here, before you get too stuck in here, can the units rest besides the rally order and remove casualties, or is it you've got to choose to rally them?
Just the rally, I think.
You have to choose to rally.
You've got to make that decision.
So it's the idea of going, follow me, boys, or pour it on, keep it going, stay together. That's
given the choice, troops, unless they're extremely well led, will kind of go, I'm just going to sit here for a minute and kind of shout bang and not actually do anything, because those guys have already given us a licking. It takes someone to kick them up the bum and go, forward.
And in a minute, we may see some bayonets. However...
I don't know what gives you that idea.
The closeness may give it away. Because which unit's this? Whose is? We don't know. But it's but in American Civil War, they tended to shoot each other constantly rather than more often than not, engage with bayonets. So the rules reflect that. So it's actually harder to give orders to units unless they've got something like the Rebel Yell, which I'll give units. I think that's quite fun.
Try and keep that out of the way as much as possible. That is a lovely shot that really nicely illustrates just how horrifically close the Iron Brigade are to the Clinch Rifles.
So it's now the Iron Brigade, is it not?
Oh.
So we are at point blank range, 3 dice, hitting on 3s because of point blank.
Yep. Yeah, this is where it gets painful.
Only one hit.
Disorganised.
But it's a disorder.
That was, on this unit?
That is on them, yeah.
Thought it might be.
Can't see anybody else. Right in front of them, like...
they take a casualty at
They take the
last.
first casualty.
They're blooded.
Yes, they are. Right. So, I don't think you're... I think are we going to have an artillery exchange, or are we out of...
We're probably out of range.
We're out of... I think we are. I should have moved. Yes, we are. We're out of range. Okay, next down the
That
line.
makes both of us.
This New Jersey unit's not doing well, but that's okay. So it's still 3 dice. They are disordered, so it's -1.
-1 because I got cover, so you're looking for 6s. But
Yeah.
if you do something, I'm disorganised.
Yep.
Loving it.
And then move on down to let's shoot some zouaves. Let's get their fancy.
Oh no,
uniforms,
point
boys.
blank. This could be.
Here we go.
So you're -1 because of the disorganised, but you're +1, so looking for 4s.
Yeah, boy. He doesn't. Have
Ouch. Oh no, that's 3 passes in a disorganised. Well, 2 disorganised, but you can only be
two
disorganised once.
disorders. Yeah.
And let's see. Oversaves, please. Loving it. That'll do. Oversaves. Thank you, Ben.
I'll take the disorder though. I'll take the disorder.
Yeah, that's big.
But you can see how quickly you can get through shooting
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're not rolling tons of dice. There's not lots of modifiers. It just gets the game rolling. But still, cover is important and can benefit you and still getting around the flank. It's very brutal, as we've seen on this flank. So I believe now that is your turn. I don't think I've caused any excess casualties.
Nope.
So on to you, my
Quite a
good
lot
sir.
of disorder, though.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, my disorders go away
for now.
for now.
This general here, all he's going to do is sit in with his zouaves, see if we can calm him down.
Sweet.
So, he only passes if he's within
That
12
is-
centimetres.
Is that his last order?
Yeah, because these guys are sticking still, and I don't think I actually need an order to move these, do I? Because we haven't been so far with the
I
team.
think we do need to give an order to move.
Okay,
them.
do you mind if I do that?
I think we do, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Please do.
They love
Either
it
way,
anyway.
that's a pass. So these guys are going to just hop up that away. Hopefully now finally in range of something. And Jenny, yeah, if he's within 12
Jenny,
just-ins.
Yeah, I'll say yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to put him in the middle, try and fill that gap that we've created with the trees. And they lose this at last. That's very helpful.
Come on, boys. Keep firing. Pour it on.
So this one's actually kind of weird. Because I want to get the cannons dealt with.
Indeed.
And I don't actually know the rules for combat, but I really want to charge them. I feel like charging guns is the smartest move of cavalry.
Good.
So that has to go first.
I believe I get closing fire, which I believe might give it canister. Which
Don't like that.
Let's go take
But
them
if
guns.
it works, I think that's how, you know,
You're
I
going for
don't
do or
have
die.
time to go around
For
it.
reference, the last game of Black Powder I played was a big Crimean War game at Bossman John's, and I was given the entire light brigade, and proceeded to be ordered to charge the guns, blundered horribly on the first turn, and the entire light brigade ran off the field and took no further part in the game.
Woo!
And that is why I'm no longer allowed to command cavalry when playing games at John's.
Okay, so the soldiers of the American Civil War were reluctant to charge an enemy who was holding their ground. So, essentially, let's cut some of it out. The unit receives a -2 command modifier. It starts the charge in the target unit's frontal arc.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that.
Does
Now,
Rebel Yell counteract
so
that?
what Rebel Yell gives you is...
It makes me stronger in combat, but not
Yes.
more likely to get in.
yes.
So I'm looking for a 6 with a reroll because Lee's standing right there.
So you are... Let's see how many...
Oh, it's these fellas, sorry.
Oh, these fellas. Oh, my bad. Yep. Go for it. Oh, you can't. You're disordered.
Oh, shoot, so they are. Okay.
So it might be a good idea to maybe step forward and give a volley with these bad boys.
Yeah, I was going to say that changes pretty much everything.
Changes the game.
Yeah, it might do that.
So disorder is almost like your pins and...
Move
It
these
very
guys.
much is, yeah.
These guys to the ridge line here. Let's get point blank as well.
Oh.
Nice.
Who ya?
Only one pass though.
I think one move will get you in
Yeah, I
a
think
good spot.
One move will do you.
Yeah, good herald they are. It's on like a 12x8 board. At John's, it's absolutely ridiculous. And yeah,
it's very good.
Joe Falchetto in the after COVID times, yeah, it may well be that we try and get some streams going from there because I think that'd be really cool.
So cool.
So I'm
And
going to
bigger games.
maintain the orders here. And I just hop these guys down here.
Can you...
No, not forward, can it? Yeah, they're just kind of stuck. They can only move back, and I think they're out of range. So
I think you give them a rally if you want to. Only if you want to.
I don't want to because they're actually in a chance where they might get whipped or killed. So over this flank, my Jenny's just going to pop into a close range, as is Mr. Lee. And this side's already done. So shooting. Gonna go
Shooting begins.
down the line because that keeps us nice and on order. These guys shooting them. 3 dice. Looking
4
for
dice. Remember, you have bucking ball.
I have bucking
You've
ball.
got smooth balls. Well, it's just smooth ball in the rules, but bucking ball.
We
in
know
that.
what it means.
We know what it means. It's a shotgun.
And they've got their flanks
So,
secured by the
3's
HP
normally.
cliffs.
So 3's normally with this point blank, but 4 time disorganised.
Yep.
Oof, nice. You're disorganised again.
Disordered. Yeah.
And sorry, disordered.
That's right. No, I
And,
just said disordered, disorganised. I know what you mean. 2
and
dice.
2 dice.
2 dice. Yep. So 4s.
Loving
Woo! 4 and 5.
So close to those guys.
Taking the pain, boys. Taking the pain.
I think these cannons are finally in range. Let's check.
Okay.
Yep.
So it'd be long range and
Fire and
overhead. So
Sixes.
6s. Yeah. It's 1 dice, I believe, if it's long range.
Nope. That would be very good if it works, though.
Yeah.
And these guys, nice and easy. Looking for 4s on them. All 3s, though. Not this
Okay.
turn, apparently.
Sweet.
These guys. Keep it going. Pile it on.
Keep it going, boys. Keep it going.
Oh, 3
Lord,
6s.
3 6s. That's just painful.
Would that I could fist
Not
bump you
very
in
friendly.
COVID-safe manner.
Come on, all fail.
Oh, wow.
Watch Tobias roll 3 6s now as well.
Oh, we're at 6, so they are.
We're
so
at
it's 2
3,
casualties,
nice.
so we are at 3.
Any more and you're out of luck.
We are a bit shaken there, so I believe that does affect my shooting, but we'll check that in a second.
Right, that's changed everything. I was going to shoot the Marines. Would you say these 2 units can infilade? I'd say they're out. Or these 2 bases can
Yeah,
infilade.
yeah,
I'd
that's
say they're
fair.
definitely out there.
Yeah, that's
We're
fair.
good.
That's
So-
fair.
Shoot them. Let's see if we can get them broken this turn.
Whew.
Because if we can, that's that brigade dead.
That is that left flank proper folding. That is.
So- we're
Whether
looking
the Marines
for-
can pass.
3s with a reroll. 1.
There's the reroll.
2 saves, please.
Oh, we got 1.
So they are going to have to take a check this turn.
That is okay.
That's very good.
Oh, yes.
And that will be me. The cavalry ain't doing anything.
So, 30th Pennsylvania Iron Brigades have the Brave special rule, and as such lose shaken on a roll of 4+. I imagine that's at the end of the turn when they're doing all their checks.
Cool.
But that's something to consider.
So is that now or after my check?
I think that will be after the check. But 30th PA, please check for me.
So, yeah, 1 save to make.
So, well, let's give it a roll, shall we? So it's -1. Oh,
Yep.
it's -2. Sorry.
They're out.
They're out. Unless, of course, bravery.
Yeah,
gets me
let's
back to
let's
one.
get back on.
But I think even then, actually, no.
30th
no.
PA, the fate of the 2nd Wisconsin hangs in your hands.
I think that's
After the break test. So they've broken.
They were gone anywhere.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
rolled a 4. So bye, boys.
So is that the whole brigade out?
That is that whole unit.
And now the Marines will be part of a broken brigade because they're the only unit left.
So I believe all they can do is make them. They keep making moves away. I believe, but we can check that in a
Does that
second.
go for the guns as well?
Alright, maybe.
Because that's the ones I really want.
Well, I'll have a little quick
right
look.
about now.
Don't know if you want to ask any questions in the
But yeah, chat, let us know how you're finding this. Obviously, very much an intro to Black Powder. Like, I'm learning stuff, I think we're all learning stuff here. Thank you very much to those of you in the chat that are actually more experienced in
Page
Black Powder
84
than
if you
us.
haven't found it.
Oh, thank you so much. I was just like strolling for papers.
Let us know how you're finding
Units
it.
can no longer receive orders in their command phase and cannot use their initiative. They must make a retire broken move instead, which is basically go backwards by the looks of it.
Can I still
The
shoot?
unit always moves away from the enemy a single full move, heading towards its own table edge by the most practical means of escape. Units must make this move so far as possible and will continue to do so even if disordered. Units can continue to face the enemy and shoot if the opportunity permits. So it's 1 move back turn while shooting if required.
Ooh, so does artillery allow me to do that? Because that could be still quite nice.
Deployed foot artillery units that are obliged to retire broken can limber for free and make a single move away from the enemy. Crews won't attempt to retire by manhandling guns. Guns that cannot be limbered for whatever reason, both interposed emplacements, are abandoned and considered destroyed.
It's up to you whether I have limbers or not. I don't know.
I think they're basically out of the game because they can't shoot anymore while
Sweet.
they're limbered, so they're going to keep getting out of there.
So they'll. Okay,
Ouch.
cool.
Yeah, the
So-
guns run.
So the guns are gone.
Yeah, so we either assume they move 12 centimetres a turn or just kill them.
Abandon the guns.
I think at that point, having seen that go down,
Yeah.
the crews are likely to try and spike the guns and run.
Yeah. Right. So these boys are going to move back as well.
Yep, 30th PA, that's exactly right. We're using Broken for ease of just gameplay flow for now. And I'm glad to see so many people liking the black powder.
Mhm.
And definitely, obviously, something we can consider doing more of is the mass games. But this especially lends itself really well to the stream because we don't have to try and fit, a 6x8 in here.
Right. So you are no longer.
Yep. Thank you for the smoke.
There we go. Fluff across the room. Right, so you put that on that one, didn't you?
Yep.
Right. So I'm going to try and give this one just a single move. This one. So it's that's going to be -2. So let's see what it does. So now, do I use my reroll for that? Or do I use it for rally? I'll use it for this. And we get it. So we got a single move. It's a single infantry move, isn't it? Yeah,
6 centimetres.
6 centimetres, that's okay. Oh, tricky manhandle of the artillery.
Good Herald, the gunners being like, run! Wait! We need to go back for the 4,000 kilo cannon.
Do you say that's enfilading? It's your call.
Yeah, I'm happy for that.
Oh, that's going to be...
That's going
I
to
see
hurt.
what you're going for.
Yeah.
And then what I'll do
Quick
over
fly
here
over here with the camera.
is a rally to this unit. So just come to this unit for a rally. Yeah, we got it. So we take away one casualty. I think we
they
know.
needed that,
I think we
yeah.
know where it's going, but still, we're getting there, boys.
Right to the end.
Right. So essentially, they're out of the game, but we'll move along as we go. So this unit's going to take some shot. Take a cheeky pop shot now. We just try and remove them. Do we do the cannons first and see what happens?
Never mind Americans, Mike. It confuses me.
I think we'll do the cannons first. I think let's see this. It's actually showdown over here. So they are in the second range bracket. So that means it is 2 dice. Is it
But
3
you're
dice?
re-rolling.
Is it 3 dice or 2 dice? I don't know whether I got it wrong earlier. I said 3 earlier, but whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. It's because it's a big unit. It's 6. It's a 6 gun battery.
Marky Sparky.
It's 3.
3, yes.
Okay.
And as the chat confirms it, as you spoke, I've been loving the amount of black powder love in here, guys.
So 4
Thanks, keep it up.
rolling, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, 2. And -1 to your. 2 5s.
Wow.
Lordy. Well done. So
Taking it on the chin, apparently.
I think. Whoa.
The ball just went between the 2 files.
We'll go into the kind of trifles.
Mike, yes, I
They've
am
done too well
very
this
easily
game.
confused. My vision is actually based on movement.
There we go. So 3 dice, 4s, 1 hit
One hit.
on these boys.
One more.
One more. There you go.
Tiny little resin pogs.
Yeah,
Yes.
We don't mind cannons, whatever. Bullets. Get out of here.
Okie dokie. So now I believe shaking still gives me a -1 to my shooting. But I can quickly check at the back.
Yep.
Just give that a check.
Yeah, Good Herald. Campaigns and things like that, obviously a little bit difficult to manage when we've got so much stream content that we want to vary.
Disorder is -1.
But definitely something that we might look into, even if it's
We're
written.
looking into it for SPQR.
There we go. Max in there with the good answers.
Yeah, we are definitely looking into that one once we're allowed to play. Tobias here, maybe a reoccurring guest, because I know
Yes.
you're interested in the SPQR. We've got Dave,
Right.
Connor from the store,
Yep.
Connor on CS. They're all interested. So we're going to have at least 6 people by the looks of it. Hopefully grab a few more as well, maybe
Yep.
Carl or Charlie, depending on how
Robin
busy they are.
with his Germans.
Yeah, Robin, if he's available. So we're going to have a big league of that, and the way I'm thinking of doing it is if we want to get a couple games in. Normally, every once in a while, we do like a title game up on the game and actually get it streamed. As long as people are happy. It's not mandatory if someone's a bit camera shy. So.
Love me some SQR, love me the
Well,
camera.
you were one of the champions of SP2R.
Yes, absolutely. Like I there was something in the game I really, really liked, and it was like, oh, this could be really good. And when Darren presented it to me, I just kept trying and kept going. These were the issues I had, and I'm not normally a gamer. However, with SPQR, I don't know what it was. I really like. So people were saying, "Oh, why don't you try this?" And yeah, look at this. Whereas what I like about the new game is that armor is really key. And so is the shields. The shields still help, but armor is the key, and it's the same thing at the time. So I love the time period, and it was just really, really good fun. And I'm really proud of the product he's produced.
Oh, God.
I'm proud to be involved in it, and I'm really happy with what it looks like. And just love the period. I think it's awesome. So yeah, very, very excited to play some more games. I think it'd be very, very cool.
Nice.
Cool. So this unit here, so Shaken does give the same modifier as Disordered, so it's a -1. So, but it's another -1 because you're behind cover.
6.
Oh, those pesky Charlestons were sitting behind that fence. How dare you use cover? That's a 6, and we don't get anything.
Even if they were in the open.
Surprise, surprise. Okay, the New Jersey boys.
So they're looking for 4s, I think. Point Blank and Disorganised.
Yep. And we got 2 6s. So you're Disordered.
That stings.
That's 2 potential saves you've got.
2 potentials.
Both
fails.
That's 2 casualties.
They've been taking it, but that suddenly put the herd on them. Don't like that.
There we go. I think that's my turn.
Yeah, we're starting to speed them up a bit.
Yeah, I think we're close to the end now, boys.
And I'll say, who will survive by 8 o'clock?
I don't think it's going to be me at this point.
The field of Somewheresburg is littered with Union dead. Not too many Confederates thus far, though.
I wouldn't write them out.
No, but it's. I think in all fairness, I think you've lost 1 unit. I've lost 2.
Right, I want to.
It's not a huge disparity, but
Yeah.
I think the
with the
flanks
break,
are,
that's hurt it.
Yeah.
So what I want to do here is I want to actually really just want to start pushing this flank. So if we can get a kill, we're going to get a precipitous failure of morale. So I want to advance these guys to Point Blank. Let's really finish them off.
Oh,
They're fresh, so. They're Point Blank.
He wasn't feeling the bayonets, but I think he would have got the bayonets if he'd done that one. He would have got
Yeah,
it.
I would have. That's actually kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's
No,
all right.
annoying's not the right word. A shame.
Unless you want to count it as a charge.
Do we want to show it off, see what it is?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So
Let's
you
go
get
for charge.
closing fire.
I do, yes.
And then we're going to get in there with the Rebel Yell.
Is that one full?
It's full.
Round of shooting at -1, by any
It's
chance?
full dice. I think it might be +1 actually.
Yeah. Do we choose to represent it as panic shooting or close range shooting?
I think this is a Union regiment holding its fire till the very last second and then just one big battalion volley.
Smoke everywhere.
If they keep their nerve.
+1 for close range or closing fire.
Brutal.
So because of my disorder, though, it brings it back down to 4 plus.
again, yeah.
Like the Revolt at Tewkesbury, Max.
Oh yeah.
But also, just to let you know, obviously I don't have smooth bores, but if I had smooth bores, it would also give me
An extra one, yeah.
Yeah, an extra 1 dice. So it's closing fire and point blank for smooth bores.
nasty.
It is. So I've got 1 hit,
Disorganised.
1 hit, and you are disordered. So it means it's a disordered charge, which I don't fully remember what that is.
Page 56 on the rulebook.
So, chat, who you got as the winner for this one? It's come to blows, finally.
Page 56
It's gone to hand strokes.
58.
Oh, 58. Go. And actually, on page 58, there is a picture of the Fighting Irish, which, if you guys do have your Black Powder rulebooks and you fancy to know what one of my units that are not on the board to look like, but they are on the side, so if you want Marcus to show you, it's page 58, and it is the first company of the 8th Alabama Infantry.
These blokes?
That is those blokes there, yes. I haven't got the flag sorted yet, as it's quite a fancy one. I've asked
Okay,
Max to sort me out one through.
So I think it's dice roll modifiers here. +1 for charging, which I will get.
Sweet.
+1 for winning, doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, a lot of dice.
Combatants are shaken stroke disordered. So I think you're shaken, I'm now disordered.
Yeah. Also, you didn't make your save.
Oh, so I didn't. It was 1, wasn't it?
1, yes, only 1.
11.
And you go, and you, it doesn't matter.
So yeah, I think I only get +1 because charging, That's it. So basically it neutralises for charging.
Oh, so you just don't get your charging bonus?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, jolly good.
So I do get one reroll because I got Rebel Yell.
Woo! And I think we both are at 6 dice. I believe you get to
Is it
roll.
6? You double up in combat.
I believe so. It's not so much doubling up. It's whatever the stats are for combat. So obviously the stat is three for shooting, and I believe it's 6 for close combat for most units.
6. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So this shows you how decisive close combat is.
Yeah. If you can get into it, it's going to be hell.
It's very much the same in War of Rights. You could be shooting at each other for half an hour, but then suddenly
A guy with a bayonet. A guy with a bayonet.
Yeah.
So I'll resolve all of mine first. So exactly half.
Disorders don't matter. So 3 saves, so 4 ups. So 2, so it's 1.
I'm actually going to claim 1 reroll as well.
So what I'll do is I'll just put a 1 behind.
Reroll doesn't appear.
1, and it's up to 3 now, isn't it? So it's shaken.
Okay.
And now I will have my rebuttal, which is 6 dice as well.
Here we go. You can't see him because he's off camera, but Max just gave me the most worried look I've ever seen from him.
This is the one time Tobias is going to roll good dice. Right, so... No!
It's not.
1. Wow.
1, but we may still get
4 plus.
No!
I get a reroll. Rebel Yell.
Oh! No!
I fail in style.
You fail, but louder.
Okay, so what happens now?
So technically that would have been done in the combat phase, so it doesn't... It's not like bolt action where you sort of play it out when it happens, so we have done that out of sequence, but I think that is because we're bolt action, we're very much bolt action players more than anything else.
So, I think... So did you take 1 in that?
I did take 1 and so did you.
So
I am
draw,
now
I think.
shaken though.
Does that give me +1? I'm just checking the combat results.
I think I still may need to make a run anyway.
30th PA. With regards to that, mate, speak to the store that you sarge for, or John Russell over in the States, and they'll be able to get you sorted and squared away.
So test if shaken. Test if defeated and hand to hand. Test if shaken by drawn hand to hand. So I have to test.
Okay.
Because I've so if anybody's got this little black powder rulebook and they've just got into black powder, they've got this, which you'll have this little one.
Yep.
If you go to the back page 197 right now, you can see the quick reference sheet for the break test, and there's basically at the top 5 little indicators. 5 points of why you would need to take a break test. So this is number 4, which is test if shaken by drawn hand-to-hand combat.
I'm glad you got that one because I thought that was not there.
That's alright, I don't mind taking my my break tests.
So you're minus anything?
I am shaken, so it's going to be a
-1.
-1.
Okay.
I believe so anyway, but I might be wrong.
So 7. So
I'll
6.
check that.
Retire 1 full move to its rear without changing formation, and at all times contacting with the enemy. Once it has moved, the unit becomes disordered and is not able to. If it is not already so, there we go. If unable to comply, the unit may take 2 moves to its rear to reach a tenable position.
I got that wrong. Sorry.
Okay.
Shaken doesn't affect it. So it means it's a 7. So I am
Holds its grounds, and will continue fighting in the following combat.
hunky dory, boys. Hold until the end.
That's a pretty desperate last stand you've got going
Cool.
there.
So
Shooting.
yeah. So I'm doing it slightly out of sequence. That's fine.
I'm actually also going to go guns.
Yeah.
Then move.
Go for it. So
Almost went for inches there. That's incorrect.
have they done in order?
Good question.
It's alright. It's fine.
Getting excited.
Yep. You do. Yes, you do.
It's a very
These guys, they're way out of the way, but I'm going to try it. They're not going to succeed on that one.
Yeah,
Guns hold.
What madness going on here?
I'm going to try. Rally has to be last, so I'm going to do that last. These guys are going to advance on the guns. I need to get them guns answered. Unfortunately, I think the guns are going to win that combat, but not really much of a choice here. So
you're going to go for a charge, are you?
I think I got to, really.
Or are you going to advance to point blank and try and shoot them off the board? Because it may be a bit harder for you with it being the American Civil War rules of the -2 to you.
Yeah, I'm going to move into shooty range, see if we just blast you off the board.
It's a very blasty era, but
so
bayonets
one
can still be very
pass.
decisive.
So the far unit will get 2 back there.
Jolly good.
Very bad.
They've held up very well with the clinch rifles this
Yeah,
game.
they've been a little bit my MVPs, I think.
Oh yeah.
And when these guys initially moved to point blank them again, I think basically they're out of here, but helps me with the swing that's going to come.
You want blood.
So I still only passed once.
They're running now, boys.
And
Run
you,
now.
rally these men. Please. They need it. Oh, they love it.
That's what you get when you ask nicely, Max.
Can you pass me a 2?
I certainly can.
And I think that's everyone. Yep.
Yeah.
That.
2 is there, sir.
Thank you very much.
Right. So
I'm
now
going to
it's
move Lee
shoot.
over here. Just one last thing.
Yep.
Teleporting Lee.
Yeah, it's got to be done. So the cannons are going to start off by counter battery.
Cool.
Probably long range, but in range.
I will say a -1 for the cupboard to keep it quick.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nada. And these guys.
Jolly good. So it's 4s because the -1 and the +1 equal each other out.
Disordered again.
Doesn't matter.
One casualty, please.
1 casualty. 4 up
Please.
save. Oh, that is a 6. So I haven't altered
Okay.
any dice.
Yep. Video
Yeah.
referee confirms.
These guys shoot in the cannons. 4+. 1 in your disorganized. Disordered, sorry.
Which one? Sorry.
These guys on there, because they can't activate, 'cause they're in
So I will just check
Combatio.
what the save of. I'll roll it and I'll just check. So it is a 6. So I'm going to say that they can, unless of course they don't have a morale save.
It is 2 as well.
No, is it 2? My
Yeah.
bad. Sorry.
That's alright.
Not listening. Oh, it's a 5 and a 6.
They're probably okay.
I'll have a little look.
Artillery morale 4.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well,
Standard's
good.
only 2, but could have done better there. That might really.
But you did get him disordered.
Yeah.
There's that one or just that one.
These ones.
That one's ooh.
So this unit here, shooting them.
Mhm.
Probably not all in point blank. Maybe just the tips, but I'll say it as 4+. The Marines are moving too quick. They didn't do anything. And I think the only thing left to do in this combat is the
The fight to the
fighting,
death.
yeah.
I thought we did the combat.
We did it. Yes, we already done it.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Well, actually, I will need to, because it's a drawn combat, so I will need to.
Yeah.
And I'm shaken, so I will need to do the test.
Okay,
Sorry, I got there in the end.
that's right.
Starting to fall asleep now. Such a good game. I'm just so tired. Right, let's go for it. So, wow,
Love
That's yeah.
that's pretty good. That's 12.
Not bad.
Like, we're staying here, boys.
So
we are staying
your
here.
next turn. I lose some smoke.
Yes, you do. Oh, lordy.
On we go.
On we go indeed.
Marky Sparky, broadly, yes, I believe, but this is very much an intro game for kind of for Max, and a remember the rules from like 2 years ago game for Tobias. So lots of simplifications going on here just to get the game flowing, and I'm loving the decoration of this strange UFO that's crashed in the rear of the Union lines.
Ooh, sorry.
Coolio.
Oh, lordy. I'll say he's going back with them. Wow, okay, so that brigade's falling back. Well, we know the cavalry, the cannon's pretty much out. And these boys aren't really going to be able to shoot much. I think they'll stay where they are. What is this brigade? What's this unit going to do? So this unit is going to swing round the
barn.
the farmhouse, the barn here, and engage whatever unit it can see to its front.
Okay.
So I'm going to hopefully use the reroll for this. So we've got a
Love it.
4, so we've got 3 moves to do that.
Oh, here we go.
It was then Tobias revealed his cunning ploy.
So this will swing round. Another 2, so 24.
March through some guy's kitchen.
It's a good order, that.
Now, this is less Fibula and more fish.
Right, so the 10th Indiana are finally getting involved in the fight. Well done, boys.
Having been bravely spectating for most of the rest of it.
My commander is going to pop over here and take off a casualty marker. So it's going to be 8 or less. No, it's not. I will use my reroll.
Okay.
That's not a blunder, is it? No.
No, it's
Close.
just below. It's just below. So there we go on that one. So that's all my orders now. So it's on to the shooting. So this unit's going to get, I'd say, 1 dice. So almost like, because it's sort of, you'd say a dice to a base. I'd say
makes
like
sense.
1 dice. So yeah. So hitting on 4s. No,
Nada.
Right,
What's
10th
the
Indiana.
doing?
So they are going to shoot. So your Flint rifles have got no casualties now, is that correct? Or
They have 2 casualties.
Two
No
casualties.
disorder or anything.
Oh,
The Hoosiers,
see it.
the Hoosiers are going to see what they can do.
What do we'll do the cannons again first. So the cannons are definitely going to be 5 dice. So now you're seeing what happens when canister shoots you at close range.
So at least you get -1 for the disordered, but
Yep.
yeah, cannons are really hard to actually
Fives.
deal with.
Got to get close, but then again
They do
at the
this.
same time they do this.
You got to be decisive.
Okay, so if it
It's
was
like
hitting on
4,
4s, that would have been really nice, but no. So
One
it's
hit.
1 hit, -1.
Phew. Loving it.
There we go. So you are shaken now.
Am I?
Oh, did you
I
save
passed,
that?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, did you get a 5? Did you?
Yeah.
Sorry. It's because I was
Don't worry
thinking,
about that.
the other way up. All right, cool. So I think the 10th Indiana are going to shoot your Flint rifles.
Cool.
So I think you get kind of safe for that. So -1. Oh.
Floor dice don't count.
Oh, we've got 1 6.
Disorder,
So you
damn.
got disorder. You get a little bit of fluff.
They do now get shaken.
There we
Number
go.
3. That is right, isn't it? Once they hit.
Yep.
Their shaken
So
value.
give you a little bit of black smoke to represent shaking, just to make it easy.
Is this a bridge too far for the Clinch rifles?
Yeah, matter of fact, well, they've been leading the whole charge
Could
so
be.
far.
And the last bit of shooting over here. So we've got 3 dice, but we're point blank, but ion disordered, so 4s. And we've got 2 hits.
Nice.
So that is on your
2 kills.
Cool. So you are
1 over.
1 over. Yep.
And a 1.
Let's show that they are now disordered. So combat over here.
It's all falling apart a little bit.
This has really been a tale of 2 battles, it feels like.
So, your turn. Do you want to do your ones first?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So, you're shaken, so is that -1? Am I going insane?
Yeah.
I think that's right.
I think so. It is. I think it is. Sorry. This has been quite a very fun game. It's been
close as well.
a lot of tense moments, and a lot of now a bit of chop and changing. Don't know what's going to happen.
Shaken or disordered is -1.
Taking all this, it is -1. Okay.
But you can only get one of them, so if you're both, you only get -1.
Yep.
So
So
looking for the
5s.
5s.
I've got 2 5s and a 6.
Ooh, that's
so
pretty
3s,
painful.
3.
2 passes and 1 fail.
1. So just remember 1.
So I'm going to change my thing out and put a 1 there to show. Combat rules.
Yep.
And I'm looking for 4s. Wow. 2.
Do you get anything for Rebel Yell?
Oh yeah, a reroll.
Yep.
3.
3. Oh, that is.
That's 2 down.
I'll reroll that one. That is 3 down.
Ouch.
So that is.
That's very
I
close
think
to
I-
wiped, I
I
think.
think I've lost that one. So roll the dice on that
So you're
one.
-2 here, I think.
Yeah, we're gone.
Ouch.
Driven them off the field.
So what do I do? So I think they just stay there, my guys, don't they,
Yeah,
for
you
now?
just stay there, like, so you can remove that dice.
Your
now.
general's dead.
Oh,
30th,
yes.
30th
He was
PA
in
with
unit.
the correction.
Oh, the general's
Rebel
not
Yell is
the
only
commander.
charges.
Pardon?
30th PA with the correction that Rebel Yell is only on charges,
Okay.
not on static combat. To be honest, I don't think that would have really affected it.
No, not on 2 fail. Well, yeah, double
Yeah.
fails and on that roll with the shaken. That
But
doesn't make
good
it,
to
but
know for
good
next
to know.
time.
Yep.
There we go.
I'll tell you what, getting in close seems to have worked out for you, whether that's point blank volleying or getting in with the bayonet.
That's what we got to do.
Mm.
So over to me.
Is that? So you've just got
Oh, I
one.
need to check. Yep.
So that's not extra, is it? So that's
No,
just
they don't
3.
need
So
to
they're
check.
just shaken.
They
whereas
do.
They need to check.
they're out.
And they're gone. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So the Hampton Legion on Max's left flank, my right, is gone.
Is that a broken brigade for Max and for you on that?
That is, yeah.
I believe so, yeah. So this one is now broken.
And that's my commander gone as well.
Woo! Not your commander, but your brigade commander, yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Oof. Wow. That's been...
It's been a bit of a change.
Yeah, could have done without that, but that's really rough. So that'll be next turn for them.
So remove any fluff I have. And my fluff's gone.
So, I'm going to do the retreaters first. That's nice and easy. And then they're just going to go to there. No targets for this turn, but there might be later. Okay. So. This unit.
Does that mean your cavalry have to do the same? Your cannons, sorry.
Already moved them back.
Yeah, they
my
have
apologies.
already started fleeing.
Aha! Be gone.
So these guys move up and get ready to shoot them. I'm going to say one advance, one measure, and move in.
Woohoo!
Not like that. Not a blunder, but they just stay still.
Leah's not around for the reroll.
Yeesh. And that's the whole division, isn't it?
I think so.
Because he's
Yeah.
just failed an order. Ouch. Okay.
Is there anything else you can do?
Shoot, really.
Get stuck in.
Yeah, these guys are going to shoot. I guess the cannons. I need them down. It's going to be a bad roll here. So 3s needing 6s. Or 3 dice needing 6s. Normally that would be a very good roll. Getting 6s. And then these guys, they're going to shoot the Indiana rifles.
Cool.
I think that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, the 10th Indiana, that's fine.
Cool, 10th Indiana. So I'm going to say 2 are in, because it looks like those guys too much stuff in the way. They're needing 4s. Nice and easy.
Cool.
2 and are disordered.
There we go. So 2 save.
And I think this is going to very quickly become the bloodbath at Tinnitus Farm.
And that is 2 casualties.
Loving that. Needed that. And done. Oh, cannons if cannons are in range. They can't do anything. Those are going to try and counter the battery. Still out. Yeah, it should have moved them. I completely forgot.
Easy enough to do, so much going on, the chaos of the battlefield.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, your turn, at which point the cannons and
They're off.
and so will the Marines.
Bye-bye, Marines. Bye-bye.
That's basically down to 2 on 2. It all comes
Indeed.
down to this.
Oh, yeah.
Each commander's gone.
So, chap, now who have you got?
So, technically, we lost our brigade commanders. So, is it like Hell Caesar, where we get a commander come back? One is promoted.
I think there is some stuff for promotion from the ranks. I don't know the specifics of it. I think it'd probably be useful here.
With essentially me, if we're going to use that, let's use it as if it is Hell Caesar. It becomes a slightly less capable commander.
So, it'd be like what, 7 spawns from the units.
Yeah. So you can bring yours back. Mine's 7, and yours is 7.
I've not lost my commander.
You've not lost one. It's just
Yeah,
me.
I've only lost the one from
I
the
thought someone said
railway
that.
unit.
That's fine. Cool. So
So I've lost these, but it doesn't matter. They're going anyway.
Well, this is a good way, chat, of how in bolt action it is. Sorry, not bolt action. There we go. The other one, in Black Powder, it is such a sandboxy game that you can just make snap decisions like that feel how it feels best with the flow of the game and what's going to give you the most fun.
Jolly good. Cool. So onto it. Can't move that one. He's just 10th Indiana is disordered. What I'm going to try and do is bring this one.
Oh, I should have took that smoke off.
That's all right. Around to the Zouaves. Do I want to go to the Zouaves? You can still shoot. Yep. Yep. Bring them round to the front of the Zouaves to point blank range if I can.
Nice.
Give them a big volley. And I've got the reroll of commander at 7 or less. 7. Do a reroll. Well, I suppose I could get 1 move in there, couldn't I?
And those Zouaves ain't doing much, so
No.
I wouldn't advise urgency.
So I can get 2 dice on there. I think, unless you think 3.
I'd say 2.
So 2. Sweet. Cool. So, are we done with everything else?
Unless the cannons want to move.
Nah, I think I'll stay where they are and get some.
I thought they
fire down.
might.
Cool. So we'll start with the New Jerseys. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits.
Loving life.
Oh, 2 saves.
Sure, okay.
Very nice.
Do.
I mean, yeah.
Cannons. Again, we're
So
very
5
close.
dice.
5
leading,
dice.
what, 4s? Yeah, 4s.
I think this might be the end of the clinch rifles.
Yeah, I mean, they've pushed their luck a little bit too far.
2 hits and it's disordered.
Wow.
And you saved them even with the -1.
It's pretty absurd at this point.
That's very mad.
They're
Right.
just not going away.
I'm going to shoot with the 10th Indiana at clinch rifles. I think I can still get 3 shots into you, but I would say you're behind cover.
Yeah, I'm
So
happy with that.
-1.
Obviously, you'd receive cover if it was shooting the other way.
Yep. So 2 hits and 1 sword, but it doesn't matter because you're already sorted. 2 hits.
Come on. One more.
Ooh.
So now we got
So
checks.
there we go. And yep, that's it.
Third one from 30th PA. Morale saves are at -2 against cannon at short range.
Woo!
Just for, I think, future reference, if they should stay there to take any more of it.
There we go. So yeah, it's just your morale save now, and then it's onto your
Yep.
turn.
So it's -2, isn't it?
Yes.
So -2, -3 total. There. They're out.
Oh.
Oh, shit. There we go.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Yeah, 30th
Wow.
PA right there. The clinch rifles, yeah, they meet canister and they learn that canister equals death.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot.
That stung in the centre there.
So I think I got one more option as far as I can tell, because the next unit killed wins it. So it all comes down to this turn. So the generals have to go last. I could really do with Lee being over there to shout.
No, it does it at the end, I believe. I know, it's just very... It's that, oh, I wish it was at the start.
Yeah, so one option as far as I can tell.
Get that cavalry up the
Yeah,
board.
so
And,
-1 on these guys. Move to point blank, break them.
yeah, good idea.
Yeah, the good herald, absolutely right.
7.
One pass.
1 pass.
Ho ho!
So I'm going to put them slightly back so we don't fall off the hill.
That's fine, we know they're there.
They're
so we
actually a
know.
little bit forward.
They're not quite point blank range, but that's okay.
And then Cav, just move up, going to the edge here with the intention of sweeping.
Yeah, so basically you're going to try and come and outflank them to get
Well,
enfilade fire.
Out of the arc of the cannon.
Don't blame you.
Ouch, you guys are rubbish today.
I mean,
they stay where they are.
They've had a busy morning.
Not as busy as the Clint
I think
rifles.
they had a good
Do
start.
it for them.
They had a good start.
So these guys have to move back. I'm actually going to take my cannons off because they literally can't. All of these cannons off. They physically can't have an impact on this game. So
Cool.
we'll just clear the board a bit.
Cool.
And these cannons, we need a hell of a low roll. That's actually going to probably do it. To just start moving up.
Woo.
Come on.
Just over.
Happy.
You can bring that one over the top and run. It's no bother. Jolly.
Just so it's flat.
Yeah,
but it's
that's
from the middle guy, basically. Lee. And shooting. I'm going to try and pop the cannons. Are they finally in range? Not this turn.
Oh,
These guys are going to pop at them, even though they're leaving. Just in range.
Yep.
And 3. Alright.
that'll do. 2 6s.
That's just absurd.
Okay, 2 morale
This game won't
saves.
quit today.
Whoa, okay,
2
so
failed saves.
that's now 3
Even when
casualties.
we're leaving, we're going to give you a bloody nose.
3 casualties, and I am now over by 1.
Oh my, they're going to have to take a test.
This might win it for you.
Yeah,
This could be it.
I was banking everything on these guys, but let's do it.
That last volley from the Charleston Zouaves.
They've done well this game.
Sped disordered and
Sitting
make
on
one
that
check,
fence.
please.
Which unit, sorry, is it? That one.
On these guys.
Oh, wow, all the disordered.
Yeah, we're getting the luck back right at the end here.
1 save. There we go. Oh no.
And they're up to
And
3.
They are shaking.
It's a hell of a final volley from you, Max.
I really like these morale counters actually.
Mm.
They work really well.
Oh, yeah.
It's really straightforward. I don't have to add extra counters, just swap them around.
So, that's going to be my turn. We're at the point where it goes really slow.
Well, we'll see, because
Yeah.
it may be the end here. So,
Minus
one last go.
one.
-1. So it is now 6.
A quick breath. 'Cause that's not dead, but it might have a negative effect.
Yes.
Holds its ground, does not move.
Cool, there we go.
They basically got out of it. they
Just
got
a
away
little
with it,
bit,
yeah.
Cool.
Over to you.
Oh,
Max will shuffle that book aside.
well, can't do much. I mean, what I can do is try and do a rally order.
Yep.
So my commander is going to rally order the 10th Indiana. They're both shaken, but I think they're more likely to take the pain.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So the distance.
It's quite significant.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
like
that's going to
-3
be
or
-3. Yeah, so it's 4 or less.
4.
I get a reroll though because of my meters there. Got it.
Wow. Loving
4, just got it. So runs over,
Steady in the line right at the last second here.
takes it away to 2 casualty markers, which is jolly good. That's saving us, saving the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Hold them back, right. Put them up on the hill. Just want to slide off the hill. But the joy is they're plastic and they're light, so
We
it
beat them up a
doesn't
little bit.
smash. Cool. So shooting now. I am both those 2 units are sworded. My arc. I think I could probably get a dice.
Yeah.
Dice on them, but
Dice and -1 because of cover.
yeah. So it's going to be 5, isn't it? Nope.
Sweet.
From the artillery, sorry. And then got 3 dice from the 10th Indiana. -1.
Ooh, that's
Woo.
bad. Disorganised. And 2 casualties.
Woo!
I think both the units are tired, just want to get home.
Yeah, it's definitely towards the end of the battle now, boys. Right. So, I don't think I'm in range anymore. No.
Oh, ho, ho.
Nope, so there we go. It's your turn.
Okay, so I think these guys are out of the game at this point unless you chase me, so I'll just get that out of the way nice and quick. The cannons, please move up. Loving life. He's only going to go 5, but the rest can move 6.
We are reliably informed by 30th PA. Cannons don't care about fences.
Yeah, we knew that. It was just
Yeah.
balancing them to actually get around on the base.
But he actually made a very interesting point earlier that the crews
They
were
can't do
trained
much.
to get a field gun over a rail fence, which is pretty
That's-
terrifying.
That's very cool.
Going to issue a rally. It's going to be another low roll.
Cool.
I'll match you there. Not like that.
Ooh.
Those guys just stick still.
Can
Can
we-
I use Lee?
Can
I'll
you
use
use
Lee.
it? Yeah, if you haven't used them.
I think that's going to be too far because that's. It's 24. Just out.
Oh,
So he stays where he is. Those guys needing 5s. On
Okay.
the Indiana.
On the Indiana.
1, but not disorganised. That might be a difference maker.
fails the save.
Nice.
Oh, technically I should have taken these off, shouldn't I? So I have to
Check
save,
range
so I
already.
need to add a casualty marker, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
And counter battery fire here.
Cool.
4. Well, so, -1 because of long range. Boo!
Right.
Yeah.
It's on to me, isn't it?
Yeah. It's getting right down to the end.
Oh yeah, and it's that stage of the game where the turns get very, very quick.
Try and...
You should also get rid of that one.
Ah, thank you.
As much as I'd like it to stay.
I think we'll just see. Oh, what I'll do is I will try and move this unit round so you can get closer.
Yep.
And I think I'll leave there and just get these stuck in, see what happens because it's down to the wire now. I think. So
is this just the cannons?
just the cannons.
Yep.
I should have moved me, but never mind. We got an 8, so we fail.
Yeah.
I can still get one round into them.
Yeah, be at 5 again.
That's fine. Yep, we got a hit. Minus
So
1.
looking for a 5.
Oh!
And 3 from these boys, but it's a -1 because they
Yeah,
are
should've got
shaken.
off last turn, I think.
Yep.
But it doesn't come back.
Oh,
It
yep.
goes straight back.
And
And 1 casualty
you
was
lose one, so
shaken.
you are now shaken. There we go.
Come on, boys.
Oh, last little bit. Who's it going to be?
So at this point, I'm not going to measure it. It doesn't hugely matter. Cannons, come on.
It's been bloody, isn't it?
Come on, cannons. I need you. Yes! That's doing really well, actually, by themselves.
So still just one move.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to put them there.
See if we can get them. Good idea.
Yeah, because if I can crack them this turn, then
you've
it's game.
You've got 2 shots at cracking the nut, basically.
And then those guys can't really do anything, except be rallied to get possibly off-shaken.
What can your bushwhackers do?
Bushwhack, the problem is the orders are going to need to go, right? Because if I order them to move, the officers attached, so that'll be his action for the turn. Unless I can
detach him.
Yeah,
yeah. Get him stuck in. Get him on the field. Last little ditch effort.
Cool. So let's push them up. They actually pass, but only by 1. And then we're going to go for the rally on these guys.
Sweet.
Loves it. So they're off shaken.
Woo. And 2.
Yeah. Good thing we left this here.
Get some shooting into you. You got your infantry and your cannons.
The good herald, those cavalry were sat at the back doing nothing, having done quite a lot early in the game.
Nothing.
3 1s.
I mean, the cannons here looking for 4s, presumably. Oh no, maybe long range. Can I eyeball that? Yeah, long range. And 3 shots though, right?
Is
one per cannon?
Is it the middle?
Furthest, 36.
Furthest, so
1 for the whole battalion.
No!
It's
That might be turn. That might be turn.
Right. Same again. See if they get the order to move round.
That's some desperate fighting here.
Come on, yes, we got it.
Or risking the enfilade to try and get the max damage on this turn.
Right, so I think that is going to be 3 dice.
Yep.
So 4s. No.
Wow.
2 1s and a 2. Wow.
Ouch.
Okay, so last one over here has got 3 shots hitting on 5s. 2 hits.
Ouch. This could hurt. Not like that though.
Oh. So, is it going to be this turn?
So that comes off. Point blank, boys. Point blank. No.
We'll get your reroll.
Lee. Tell them what to do.
No.
Oh,
I can't
stay where
blame
you
that
are.
hurt. I mean, these guys just come around, please.
Yep.
No, they're going to be way too far. Sorry. Don't need to worry about that.
Cool.
And then failed order, so they can't do anything either.
So they'll just get to shoot.
Enfilade first.
Whew.
I'm going to say 2.
Yep.
Say that one's probably out, but considering that one's actually like there because of the tuft.
Yeah. Oh, it's technically 3.
3?
3. Yeah. It's,
Yeah, if
it's
you're happy with
6,
that.
It's 6. It's 6 guns. So yeah, we'll go with that.
Cool.
Joking.
They are 24. Does that bring me up a bracket?
That is 3.
3.
3. Yeah.
Fantastic. Hitting all 5s, but with a reroll because they're enfilade. So
disorders as well.
take 3 at -1 with an inf. What's your save on this? Is suddenly big as well.
Now, I don't think cannons affect it. But
Morale
as we're
4.
so close, I think I'll let you affect it at breaking the brigade. So is it 4s, yeah?
Yeah.
So 5s technically, so it's minus. There's
1
2.
dead.
1.
So you're halfway towards stamina. That was good.
Is it 1 or 2?
Just the 1.
It's the 1. There we go.
And then my guns, hitting on 4s on them guys. Woo! Back to strength at last. Calm the nerves. 1, but you are disorganised.
So this unit here.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, the small.
Thank you.
Rather a lot, but okay.
Oh, save.
Oh, come
Kinda needed that.
on.
Wow.
This game's got legs, apparently.
Yes. Right. So I think the only one I can possibly do on that is rally. So 7. Yep. Right down to the wire.
Little do you folks watching at home know this game is actually scripted to go on until 3 o'clock in the morning as Max and Tobias make series of increasingly improbable rolls. And it actually ends with a game of slaps in the car park.
Yeah.
It will be filmed.
But only for those of you that hang around till 3 o'clock.
Okay, so shooting. So
The cannons, but they'll be at like -1,000,000.
minus, it'll be 6.
Can't. dice.
Yeah.
11 hits.
So 3 dice, so 5s. 1.
No, 6s. You're shaken and disorganised.
It's only -1.
I thought that was only for combat.
Yeah, we can check. You can check.
And the 30th PA asked, why aren't you moving that other regiment?
No,
I think
that's fine at this stage.
It was one of those where I just thought I'd
They love it. They love it.
just focus on this area down here.
Reasonable.
Because I just thought, yeah, just see what they can do. See if they can take on that unit.
Yeah.
So, I think that's... Is it your go now?
Yep.
We're having a break, basically.
They're your emergency reserve in case this all goes really wrong.
Advance and
Yes.
we could actually just say, do we just want to get it over with? I could go in for the charge.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Money where
say
your mouth is.
last ditch.
You've got
Remove the minus...
all the minuses, so
Remove the -2. It's last ditch. It's for the win. Yeah,
Going in.
You're in.
So if you want to make your shot,
Oh, yes. So we'll be closing fire. So
Yep.
it will be 3+.
But
So that's 1. So
this was going on and on and on. I
Fours.
didn't like my odds of actually
No,
winning
I
this
don't blame you.
firefight with those cannons. Nothing.
nothing.
Ouch.
So they're in, yeah?
Yeah. So I got all the bonuses right now.
Yeah.
So I'll roll mine.
So,
For all the biscuits, I'm just going to move everyone's just in case the game does happen past this point. They're going to move up. Shoot the cannons. They're actually going to move up twice looking at it.
which means they can actually shoot the cannons.
Yeah, going to get to point blank. And he's actually with them.
That's
for what
their
it's worth.
mid-jump on the
Yeah.
defence.
And the cannons are going to try and move up too. Oh, you're zoned in now.
Oh, yeah, that's the end. This
So,
is the end.
yeah,
Gonna
30th.
move
So
that unit.
cannons looking for fours.
Cool.
But take 3 and a disordered remains.
Yeah.
30th PA, yeah, we're
do you
keeping
wanna
it a
make
little
3
bit
checks?
simple with regards to
Yeah.
that rule at the moment.
They are shaken.
Not stirred.
And the cav.
But look how quickly you've picked this up.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a really fun game.
That's the thing. Like, it's so quick to
Wait, are
pick
they
this
on
game
3 now?
up. Which unit was it?
Should have been 2.
Should have been 2. They were on 1. So
Oh, were they?
Was it just 1?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they're starting to really feel it. Because their stamina's only 2. So they're already past point.
Woo! That's why then.
Yeah.
That's why
So
I
take
missed that
2
point.
more checks, please.
Which unit, sorry?
These guys is the cav.
Yeah, Max's next game, we're going to let him loose with the
that's
full rule
one,
book and he
so
can battle
it's-
us with arcane magics.
That works.
Oh, wow.
And-
Okay, those cannons are going.
Yeah, so I think. And let's do the
Let's
combat.
do the combat. Let's boogaloo, as they say.
So
Over.
I'm looking for 3s and a reroll. 1 reroll. Rebel Yell!
She grabs no.
Take 3, please.
Oh. That's yeah.
It's pretty average. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So you're past breaking point,
Yep.
and so 2 for you. I'll leave a dice there. And if you want to shoot me back, so you take -1 for shaking, I think.
Stabby back. Yep.
Yeah. So 3, 5. Sorry. Ouch. Still a good roll.
3 dice.
So I'm looking for 4s with a reroll.
So
2 down
as well.
Yeah. 1 combat because charge. Or is that a draw?
That was it. 2 casualties each.
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, I think. Did you just lose 2 casualties? Yeah. So
Yeah.
you are also shaken.
Ooh.
So we both drew. So we both roll.
So it literally comes as close as it can physically
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. This is literally the end point. It was all down to that charge. So who should roll first? Should we roll together?
Together.
Together. I've got
12.
a 9. Wow.
So
Okay.
you're minus what? So what are the minuses?
So
Per
I've got-
excess casualty.
So you're -1. I'm -2.
So you're
So I'm
minus 2.
7.
You're disordered because that comes into it.
Yep.
So -3. Suffered from artillery now. So you got 9. You got 6. You retire and become disordered if you're not already.
So is it towards the closest table edge, or is it just directly away? Because that will change.
Retire would be table edge, I believe.
Uh,
If we want to check.
well, it wouldn't matter either way. It's still towards the edge. It's not.
Okay.
It's not off yet.
So
So
you want to check your cannons as well.
Yes, I think they're definitely tired. So remove all the excess casualties. So they're minus. Ooh, so they're -3 basically, and they're gone.
There you go.
I did say if the cannons go, that'd be I'd say that's a broken brigade.
Do we want to call the game then?
I think we'll end up killing till the end, but that was mad. That was it. I think.
Yeah, that was insanely
What do you think of that as your first ever game of Black Panther?
I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was yeah, that was really fun.
That was mad down to the wire as well. I think that's what makes Black Panther awesome.
I don't think they could have got any closer.
Exactly, and it's easy to learn. Like you can add little rules because we kind of added little rules as we went.
Yeah.
And didn't make it too complex. But you can make it as complex as you want, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, so obviously thank you to everyone in the chat.
That was our longest episode ever.
Yes, thank you for this for a bit of a marathon. That's 2.5 hours.
Well done for anyone who stayed.
Yeah. And we've actually had a ton of people sticking around, which is really awesome to see. Thank you so much, folks. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep.
I hope you two enjoyed it as well.
Yes, that was a hell of a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been absolutely fun painting these models and now finally playing a game.
I'm sure we'll find another way to get you on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Any excuse.
So yeah, stay safe everyone and have a good week.
And we'll
Thank
see
you
you
guys.
in 2 weeks' time.
See you in 2.
Bye bye.